evening, friends. Welcome back to Behind the Curtain, live here on Twitch. It's Labor Day, fun fact, for all of us live. We've had a fun afternoon of watching some trilogies with Cody Rhodes and Kurt Angle, the Ric Flair, Ricky Steamboat trilogy, and now we're going to cap our night off with Battle of the Belts. The NWA and Championship Wrestling from Florida got together for Battle of the Belts 1. I do know that our main event on this card is going to be the Nature Boy Ric Flair defending the NWA Heavyweight Championship against Wahoo McDaniel. I'm here for it. We got about a 2.5 hour run time on this. We don't have to wait. Let's get right into the meat and potatoes of it, and let's see what's happening. Battle of the Belts. I've never seen the event at all.
And indeed, we are live and direct from Tampa, Florida, and the University of South Florida Sundome, where tonight it is going to be indeed history-making in professional wrestling as we bring you the Battle of the Belts. NWA World Heavyweight Champion Ric Flair getting set to defend his title tonight. 2 out of 3 falls, 1 hour time limit against the challenge of Wahoo McDaniels.
I was trying to hold off on doing this show because I ordered the 10 pounds of gold. I was waiting for it to get here, and I was going to do the show then. However,
a man who has been a professional wrestler for the past 12 years, a second-generation competitor. He has held literally every regional and national title imaginable, both amateur and professional.
Mike Graham on the
Mike,
call.
welcome aboard.
Gordon, it's good to be here. It's a little different sitting out here and going to be watching some of the greatest wrestling in the world today. You've already run down all the names, and I'm just excited I can be part of this. I feel the biggest night in professional wrestling in the United States history.
Certainly no question about that. And, of course, I might point out, too, that we will be having some very interesting interviews upcoming from the locker rooms later on in the evening. And perhaps now might be a good time to switch to the locker rooms and check with the gentlemen who are standing by there, 2 great former athletes themselves. I'm referring, of course, to Coach John Heath and to Buddy Colt. So if we're set for those interviews, let's go, I believe, first to Coach Heath.
There's excitement outside, and there's excitement in this dressing room, right where I'm standing. Excitement and anticipation as I am surrounded by the biggest stars of the AWA and the National Wrestling Alliance. And out of this dressing room tonight, 3 of these men going for titles. And we'll be right back later on during the program with interviews with some of the contestants. And let's go now to Buddy Colt.
I'm in the dressing room of many of the top wrestling stars in the world, such as the Road Warriors and their manager, Paul Ellering, Nick Bockwinkel, NWA wrestling champion, Ric Flair, and many, many others you'll be seeing in action here tonight.
And I'll tell you what,
you didn't
know
pitch
what,
it
Mike,
to anybody, bud.
Really, even to be here tonight is somewhat of a miracle with Hurricane Elena dwaddling around outside the coast of Florida for about 12 to 14 hours.
They had over 9,000.
I lost a few shingles off the roof of my home, but I know you suffered some pretty bad damage at your home.
Well, fortunately, only lost, you might say, a swimming pool. A lot of other people were very unfortunate. You know, they had to evacuate almost 500,000 people out of the Tampa Bay area just night before last, and they're just now getting back to some of their homes today, and some of them have lost their homes. So it's very tragic, but it's lucky that we're here at all.
How fucking ironic.
And I will say this, we've got the crippler and the grappler coming towards the ring right now, but that's one of the reasons we will not be seeing Rick Martel tonight. Martel is tied up with air traffic coming into Florida. Is absolutely impossible right now. But we're coming up with our first match, and it's going to pit the Guerreros against the grappler and the crippler. Let's go now, I believe, to our ring announcer, Chet Tharp.
Well, wrestling fans, this is an Australian tag team match. 1 fall with a 30-minute time limit.
Hey, I like the music.
From Homosassa, Florida, 248 pounds, Rip Oliver. His partner, weight unknown and parts unknown, a masked wrestler known as the Grappler.
Great territory star, Rip Oliver, and the Grappler.
From Mexico City, Mexico, having a combined weight of 480 pounds.
Hector and Chavo Guerrero, let's fucking go.
World Tag Team Champions, a brother tag team combination, Hector and Chavo Guerrero.
And with this match and all the action forthcoming right after we pause for these important words.
All right, we got our first match in the ring.
All right, ready to roll now with this match. 1 fall, 30-minute time limit, and this area is still being battered by bad weather. We just had some electrical outages in the area. We've got a tremendous thunderstorm going on. The Sun Coast has been battered for the last 3 days.
Oh.
And again, we're having more power problems. There you see it. We do apologize for that, but it's something totally beyond us. The grappler out there against Hector Guerrero, and Mike, he is wasting no time in putting those fists to work.
Well, you know, the grappler, of course, his main point would be his strength and his size. He's got Hector Guerrero outweighed. Of course, Hector is a speed merchant. He's quick, he's agile on his feet, and he's got to use his conditioning and everything to try to defeat these larger men. Grappler coming in, like you said, trying to hurt the smaller man right off the bat, but didn't work for him.
All right, the crippler and the grappler outside the ring now, and it's Hector Guerrero inside. Hector just finished making
cool to
movies
see
in
Hector
Hollywood,
and Chavo
California,
in
and has just
action.
recently returned to action. And so it's the crippler now. Rip Oliver moving in, and Chavo Guerrero moves in. Guerrero brothers, of course, at one time held the World Tag Team Championship. A very, very powerful pair of competitors. Even though they do give away a bit of size, they have a tremendous agility and great ability in the ring.
You know, both Guerreros, of course, coming from a wrestling background, they were brought up every day from day one, thinking and learning wrestling. And they use their agility to their advantage. They use their size to their advantage. They make their opponents carry not only what they weigh, but their weight also, and that helps wear a man down.
The crippler got with a flying hit just a moment ago, and now the tag is made, and it's Hector Guerrero moving in, crashing down
Sorry, I
on
forgot
the
to
arm
update the
of
stream.
the crippler, Rip Oliver, and so it looks to me, Mike, like the Guerreros are out to cripple before the crippler.
Well, like I said, they've got to be very aggressive. Their high point or their strong point is their conditioning and being in good shape, and they've got to use both themselves against one man. They've got to use that tag to their advantage. They've got to
So
get
we've
a
got
man
the
in
Guerreros
the ring
in
and
here
wear
with
him
Rip
down.
Oliver and the grappler to kick things off.
And it's
I do think it's it's interesting and ironic that they're battling a hurricane when the show's taking place. And we literally
Good
just
spin
had
under takedown by Guerrero. Makes the tag with Hector Guerrero.
we got
Right,
Gordon
there was just a
Soley
good
and
thing,
Mike
or
Graham
a
on the
good
call.
point to make, in that Chavo had good control of the man, had him wrist locked, but
So there you go
Rick
again. You're going to
Oliver's
see
strong
power
enough
flickering
to
going
just
in and out.
physically pick the man up, even when he was in good control. So that's what I'm saying about they've got to wear their opponents down. They've got to tag in and out and use their conditioning to their
That
advantage.
guy applaud
And you
them
may be
for
seeing a slight difference.
making
in
chicken
your
salad out
pictures
of a
at
chicken
home right
shit
now. We've just
situation.
again
Those arm
lost
drags
another
by
bank of
Hector.
lights
Here
due to
comes
this
Chavo.
severe electrical storm that is taking place here in Tampa, Florida at this particular hour. And again, the lights are back up full bright, and so we're back in action, and let's hope that Providence spares us from any more of those kind of problems. By our way, our feelings certainly go out to all of the people in the upper Florida Panhandle and the Gulf Coast of
Grappler
Mississippi.
going here.
They took the brunt of Elena earlier today.
Grappler had a big run
And,
all in South and
fortunately,
Southern
we heard that there were
Territories.
few injuries, and
For
we're
sure.
certainly pleased about that.
No, they put on the brakes. Look at
Guerrero's
that.
leaving very quickly as the grappler and the crippler tried some double
Turn the
teaming.
tables
They
on
found
them.
out that the Guerreros apparently, Mike, as you had said earlier,
Oh, they
did a
tried
lot
it
of
and it didn't
studying,
work.
And the grappler and the crippler suddenly found themselves
Coconuts.
at the short end of the stick, so to speak.
Oh, we're going to row the boat. Yeah, we're going to row the boat.
A lot of times when you're a team like there, you know what your opponent, you can
Stretching
feel your
out
opponent. That's one thing
those
about
quads
wrestling,
and
they call
those
it a mental
hemis.
and physical game of chess. And you can set a man up just like the amateurs do for a single leg, double leg, fireman's carry. You can set a man up in pro ranks for the same thing. The girls are probably one of the best tag teams as far as knowing what they're capable of doing, working together as a team, paying attention to the man in the ring, and they've got their stuff
Heels
together
are taking
all
a
the
powder.
time.
Like, let's slow
Certainly
down.
no question about that.
Let's
and it's
slow
Chavo
down.
Guerrero
I do
stalking
want to
the
remind you, I have
grappler now.
not seen any of this. So as we go, this is going to be interesting.
Circles to his left, watches him carefully, moves in, collar and elbow. And it's a side headlock now by Chavo Guerrero. Referee is Bruce Owens.
Tag.
And the
Here
tag is
comes
made, and
Hector
Hector Guerrero
back
moves
in.
in.
Right now, Hector trying to cut his man's breathing down. The headlock puts a lot of pressure on the jaw.
And knee to the back by Rip Oliver, you dirty
The
bastard.
Crippler got a shot in there on him as he came off those ropes.
Scoops
From
him
this
up
angle,
with
I couldn't see
authority
what
and
happened.
slams him
Hector
down.
went into the ropes and almost just dropped like he'd been shot.
Grappler now.
Oof.
Overhand right, another one, and
Well, that second one
now
put him up on
catches
the top
Guerrero
rope.
in the pit of the stomach, and it is Guerrero
Oh.
dumped right into the center of the ring by the grappler. The grappler has taken a lot of punishment from Guerrero and has proven that he can
Near
take
fall
it
there.
and dish it right back.
Guerrero pops up. He's
Guerrero
firing
gets into
up.
The ring ropes, the tag is made. The crippler moves in. It's the
Rip
crippler
Oliver's
moving
going
up
up
on
the
that
top rope. Oh,
catches him, a
clobbered
rapid
him.
punch with the base of the elbow to the base of the head of one Hector Guerrero.
Hector in a very dangerous situation right now. He's in there by himself. He's got two large, strong men that have him down. They have him in control. That's a very dangerous position to be in. He needs to try to regain himself.
Got
He
him
needs
in
to get
bear hug.
A break long enough. He needs to tag out and get his partner in the ring.
Reaching out, but he is
Hector
too
calling
far
for
away at this
Chavo.
point. Massive bear hug now by Rip Oliver, the crippler.
Rip driving that shoulder into Hector's diaphragm, cutting down his breathing. You can't take a breath with a man's shoulder stuck up in you like that. And you can see
He's
the
got
strength
really good
going out of
positioning,
Hector the
too, on
longer he
that bear
stays
hug.
up there. He's got to get his arm slid down in between, try to hip toss the man out.
Hector's
go
in
down
trouble
into a
here.
slam. He's got to get loose and get tagged out.
Oh, at least he's down to the mat. He's got his feet on the
Referee
ground. He's in
checking
a better
very
spot. He's
carefully
trying to
now.
get that
Goes
arm
Guerrero
wedged
trying-
in.
got
There he
that
goes.
arm
He's got
inside.
one.
Got the arm inside. That's going to give him some cessation.
There you go.
enough to break him.
Worked his way out of it.
Counter by Hector Guerrero. And Guerrero tried to dive
Did
over,
not make the
missed
tag and
the
wound
tag.
up on the other side of the
Missed the
ring.
tag. A
Here
tough
comes the
break for Guerrero.
grappler.
You know, that's you know, the size of athletes today, not just in wrestling, but in football, basketball, baseball,
Atomic
are
drop.
so big and so awesome that a good 200-pound man has got a hard
Chavo
time
ain't
beating
having
a
it.
250-pound man, and that's what we're seeing right here, right now. The girls probably one of the best teams around, but these men are bigger and stronger and in great shape, and it's just making it real hard on them.
Is indeed over the ropes now, and again, there you see the crippler with a front chancery utilizing the ring ropes as well. And the referee's attention is diverted, and it's Guerrero being punished by the team of the grappler and the crippler.
All right. We got some sweet jazz music playing. I don't know what that's all about. Let's see if we can-
Going over very, very
Here we
quickly
go. Just
to
bumped that
offer
forward.
some assistance to his fallen brother.
Boy, I've been thrown out of that ring 100 times, and it's so dangerous. That concrete floor is very unforgiving. One ding in your elbow or your knee. A lot of times fans throw something. If the floor is wet with a Coke or something, you try to hit on your feet go right out from under you and smack right on your head. You need to stay in the
Oh,
ring. It's
man,
tough
look at
enough,
that
but that
cheap
floor
shot.
is dangerous, dangerous. Plus, with that steel railing around the ring, that's a very dangerous place to be right now.
It is indeed, and once again, Guerrero
Chavo's
get
trying
back
to
in the
help
ring. The
Hector
crippler
get
got him
back
on top,
up
hit
and
with
into
flat
the
of
ring.
foot. Drove a knee into his side that time.
Rogers
and
is
catches
right
him with a
there
foot
to
again.
fucking go to
and now
town.
Chavo Guerrero charging into the ring. Guerrero moves in, and the crippler very quickly backing away. But now you'll notice on the left-hand side of your screen, there was the grappler catching Guerrero outside near our timer's table.
You know, I'm not meaning to break in. I realized to try to get the best
10 minutes,
videos that they
10
can, but the
minutes.
wrestlers are going to try to take advantage of all the tables and things around the ring, just like you
the old
just saw. I know
schoolhouse,
exactly
10
what they're
minutes
thinking,
gone by.
and the tables for the cameramen to stand on can be very dangerous.
Guerrero coming up very, very slowly, being assisted now by his brother Chavo Guerrero. Remember this match, one fall with a 30-minute time limit. We're coming to you direct from the University of South Florida Sundome in Tampa, Florida. Irish whip on Guerrero. Guerrero, somersault
Nice
free.
move there.
Catches him with a
Oh,
cross
got
body
him.
block coming off the rope.
Two, near fall.
Near fall.
Get to that corner.
Near fall.
Oh, Rip cuts him
Great
off.
second effort on the part of
Grappler
Hector
coming
Guerrero.
back in. We're seeing
This
some
is
really
what I
good
was
heel
talking.
work from
He
these
saw
two.
that little open. He saw that chance for an offensive move. Which, there he goes
Oh,
again.
got him over.
A lot of times you think he's
Near
down, but
fall.
he's thinking all the time. He's just
Hector's
waiting for a
not
chance.
quitting. He is throwing licks when he can.
Guerrero
Scoop
bought a
slam.
full body slam by the grappler. And the grappler.
Missed headbutt.
went to use
This
his
is your
head as a
opportunity.
battering ram,
Get to
and
that
it was
corner.
Guerrero
Get
coming
Chavo
away
in the
from it.
ring.
Right now,
Put the
best
pressure
defense
on
has had in a
these
long time to
big,
get out of that
bad
ring. Before you can get
heels.
turned around, there's no landmarks or anything.
Oh, just missed.
All those ropes look the same, and it's easy to lose your direction.
He just barely missed the
Oh,
tag.
got him in the gut.
Those hands crossed, but just did not make contact.
Not bad.
And
Little
so is
opening
Guerrero.
tag match
Hector
here.
Guerrero still in trouble in the ring. He needs very, very badly to. A good block by Guerrero. Trying to bring him up
Oh,
a vertical
shifts
suplex.
the
Guerrero
weight.
continues to block.
Counters.
Reverses the situation on him. Both men get those shoulders off before the count. Guerrero coming up slowly.
Weird count by the
Hector
referee,
makes the
but
tag.
okay.
It's the grappler moving into the ring. And the grappler taking a cheap shot at Chavo Guerrero. And so Hector Guerrero is over in the corner, but Chavo was not there. Chavo was not there.
Boy, Gordon, I know how hard it is when my father
Double
and I wrestled
kick,
as a tag
up.
team. It's hard to stay in there. For me to stay outside and watch my father get
Chavo
hurt,
ain't
vice
having
versa.
it.
And right now, these two brothers, Chavo should have been in the corner, but because of his brother's injury and being hurt, your emotions take over, and you can't wrestle emotionally. You've got to think about what you're doing and think what's best to win the match.
And it is Guerrero in trouble now, as he does not have a sleeper hold per se. But
Guerrero
apparently
is in
that arm
trouble.
is coming down across that carotid artery.
One went down, but the
Guerrero
other one
gets
came
that
up.
arm up in the air, Hobby. Yes, you can see it now. And apparently it is not down solidly across that artery. And consequently, Guerrero is still getting a supply of that life.
Listen to
giving fluid into
Gordon.
his brain, so he is not
You
losing
do it,
consciousness.
Sully.
The fact of the matter is, with the crowd roaring behind him, it is Guerrero regaining
Oof.
his feet. He fires to the midsection of the grappler. Fires again. Again, another right hand that takes him off his feet. Guerrero
Drop toe
trying to
hold.
get over and tag him,
I'm
but they tripped
loving
him up.
the
Hector right now seems to be
grappler
reviving
and
some.
Rip
A lot of times
Rogers
you'll
here.
catch your second wind, and
They're really
try to
cutting
get
the
that-
ring
try to
off
get that
and
second wind
utilizing
and
it.
make it in there. He's thinking, making aggressive
Hector's
moves,
taking a
offensive
beating
moves, which
here.
he needs to, and
Inside cradle.
still trying to get to his brother and tag out.
Near fall. Hector once again trying to make
Again,
the tag.
Guerrero
Cut off.
Short-circuited in his attempt to get over and tag up with Chavo. I'll tell you what, the grappler and the crippler have got some strategy working here. That's
Wait,
good.
blocked it.
Good block by Guerrero.
Countered.
Guerrero used the atomic knee drop very effectively. And it's Guerrero.
There's the tag. Here comes Chavo. Here comes the grappler.
Chavo coming in with a lot of fire. He's been on that apron now for about 5 minutes. The adrenaline's flowing. He's been watching these guys.
Well, it's been
beat on
longer
his
than that,
brother,
Mike, but
and
okay.
he's
I appreciate
ready
your
to
effort.
get him right now.
Lands on his feet, rolls through. Wait a minute, what's happening here?
Brings him up. Beautiful, beautiful head sink.
Coming in with a victory roll. Hector Guerrero coming off the top rope on his other man. Right now the Guerrero
It's
brothers are almost
pandemonium,
under
a
control.
battle of the belts in the
They've
opening
got
match.
enough. That Mexican blood's coming out in them, that fire and aggressiveness, and they're coming after these two.
The crippler pounds away now at the side of the head, and now the grappler. Now it's the crippler and the grappler. And
Grappler and
they've got the
Chavo
Guerrero
are
brothers
the
in trouble
legal
once again.
men. I
Good
don't
reversal
want to.
here.
Uh-oh. Abdominal stretch.
And a standing guillotine.
The referee took a hit.
Guerrero toppled over that top rope,
Uh-oh.
and the referee knocked to one side.
Loading up the
and
boot.
Grappler loading that boot. The grappler loading the
Oh,
boot.
but he got Rogers.
He caught the crippler. He caught his partner, and now they're outside the ring battling. Chavo
Total
Guerrero
illegal
and the
men are
grappler
in the
outside
ring.
Hector Guerrero. Over to the crippler.
Two.
And the count.
Got him. That crowd's there for it. Tampa was here for it. Not a shabby opening match. If you're in the chat, you feel like dropping a rating, go right ahead. 1 to 10 is what we do here on this show. I really like that. I thought that was like a 7, 5, 10, 8.
And And
I thought they
let's
did
take
a
look.
really good job opening up this show for
I'll
the
tell you what,
NWA and
those Guerreros are
Florida.
something else. They were quick to seize advantage. And now we're going to take a look at it once again. There you see the grappler definitely loading that boot. That's about
Cat
a
Jones in with a
13-pound
7.
boot.
Appreciate that, Cat.
Watch now as Guerrero.
That was better
comes
than I thought it was
onside,
gonna
the
be.
grappler caught the crippler. The crippler caught. The referee is down. Now watch.
I enjoyed
as
the
Guerrero
heat.
pulls the grappler outside the ring.
Not a fan
Hector
of
coming back
the
into the ring,
illegal men
dazed
getting the
and
fall.
battered
Like your legal
from,
men were
this
out on the
match.
floor. I get
Manages
that.
to get over. And Mike, that's all he needs is to get that
But-
hand across it.
That's right. Any form
They
of
got the crowd
control,
behind
any
them.
form of control at that
Look
point
at
for
those
that
people
3
jumping
count
up
is
in the
all it takes.
background. They're going nuts.
And that's what it did take, and so the victory goes to the Guerrero brothers. For the official word on this, however, let's turn to our ring announcer.
The winner in 15 minutes and 40 seconds, Hector and Charo Guerrero.
15 minutes, not a bad opening. Not a bad opening. Rip Rogers and the grappler did their jobs. They knew what the assignment was, and they went out there and did it.
Well, I'll tell you what, we've got a situation here, and now getting set to move into the ring, followed by Miss Maxine, the very, very popular
Uh-oh.
Coco Samoa. And Miss Maxine,
We got Eye of the Tiger
4
playing.
inches of a lady, and she's going to make sure that Miss Brenda, who comes out with the hustler Rip Rogers, does not interfere in this match. Coco Samoa over that top rope.
Oh,
There's Miss Maxine
I'm gonna
waiting
get
now for the
corrected like a
appearance of the
motherfucker. I was
hustler Rip
calling the
Rogers.
guy in the first match, Rip
With a
Rogers.
45-minute
My
time limit.
bad. Really been on there.
Weighing 235 pounds from the Isle of Samoa, accompanied by Lady Maxine,
That's right.
Coco Samoa. Coco Samoa. His opponent from Los Angeles, California, weighing 228
This is who I was looking for in
accompanied by
match
Miss Brenda Hustler Rip Rogers.
All right, we'll be back with this match right after we pause for a couple of important messages. The hustler Rip Rogers in the
Here we
pink,
go.
along with Miss Brenda. And on the other side there you see it, a lot of the fans
Fleabag.
that make that
Wow.
reference about Miss Brenda. Meantime, Lady Maxine on the opposite side is with Coco
Miss
Samoa.
Brenda is
Rest
a
assured
Fleabag.
that if hustler Rip Rogers has any interference in the match by Miss Brenda, Miss Maxine will be right there to take care of it.
I tell you, this Coco Samoa is probably one of the most impressive young wrestlers here today. He's not very, very tall,
go.
but I'll tell you, he's strong as an ox. He's agile. He's a champion of martial arts. He's a tremendous pro wrestler. And this Rip Rogers isn't going to be taken lightly either, though.
Rogers complaining to the referee, and Miss Maxine out there indicating
Miss
her
Maxine doesn't
indignation
look like
at
she's anything
the
nice to
fact
play
that Rogers
with.
would even make a charge like that. And so Rogers circles his man, closes in. Once again, Rogers behind his man. Good standing reverse now by Coco Samoa.
Nice transitions.
And I'll tell you what, I've said it before about Samoa. A lot of people are quick, Mike. This fellow's sudden.
You're exactly right. He's sudden and he's tremendously strong, you know. He bench presses over 400 pounds. He is not an avid weightlifter, but just that natural tendon and ligament strength
Bench
gives him
presses
that
400
ability.
pounds.
I've noticed one thing, too, about a great deal of the Samoan wrestlers. All of them are extremely well proportioned. Powerful thighs, powerful biceps, powerful
Nice
upper
upper
bodies.
lock takes him down
And
the mat.
Coco Samoa just proved that with his takedown on Hustler Rip
Calling
Rogers.
for the hair
You know,
pull.
when you can stand right beside a man
Didn't happen.
and
But
wrist
it's
lock
okay.
him like
We're gonna
that
call
and
for it
have the
anyway.
strength to take him over backwards, you're doing something because Hustler Rip Rogers does get in that gym a lot. He works out continually. But it's hard to beat that tendon and ligament strength.
And so Rogers, back to his feet once again, gets over to those ring ropes. That'll force the break. Good clean break by Samoa. And so Rogers now getting a little circulation back in that left arm. Circles his man. A little bit on his bicycle, perhaps. Now closes in collar and elbow. Gets the full arm drag and twist on Coco Samoa.
Talking shit and walking him through.
Samoa built like a
He's bad
miniature
now,
version of a
baby.
Sherman tank. And it is Rogers barring the arms. Samoa back. Upended Rogers.
Well, Rogers attempting to do the best thing he could. Get his man down and try to weaken a point of him. If you wanted to turn a table over, you'd try to pull one of the legs out from under. Same thing with a human being when you're in there wrestling him. If you want to hurt a man, if you want to beat your opponent, you've got to, number one, get him on his back to pin him or make him give up. The only way to do that is hurt one of his legs, one of his legs or one of his arms. And in that case, Rogers was going after his shoulder, putting a lot of pressure on it, trying to get a weak point to give him a
I'm
little
ready
bit
to
of
see
an
Miss
advantage.
Brenda try to get involved.
Rogers now driving that shoulder into the midsection of Coco Samoa. 3 times now with a full arm drag and twist. Tries an Irish whip. Reversal by Coco Samoa. Almost got one of our cameramen at ringside here as they move up on him. And it is Samoa brought up by Rogers. Full body slam. Rogers now. Glancing blow, but look at Samoa.
Double leg.
Pickup.
Flips over into cover.
Rogers breaks it up again.
Miss Maxine watching very attentive right there, just waiting for Miss Brenda to make a move. And I think that's why Miss Brenda hasn't been involved and is staying back out of the way. I don't think she wants any part of Miss Maxine.
I'll tell you what, that is a big lady. 6'4". And I guess one doesn't discuss women's weight, so we won't get into that. But she is a big, well-proportioned lady. Up against those ropes.
Oh,
Rogers.
you cheap
Cheap
bastard.
shot on the break. Cheap shot indeed. Samoa down.
You've got to be thinking in that ring all the time. You've got to figure everyone's out to hurt you. You can't try to be sportsmanlike almost with anyone. You've got to be out there to win. You've got to be out there to protect yourself at all costs and take care of yourself and go after that match.
Miss Maxine helping
Maxine
up.
out there now giving Coco Samoa a bit of a helping
Helping
hand.
up Coco there. I'll keep Miss Brenda at bay. I just feel like
Rogers
these
trying to
women are
close
going
in
to throw
on
some
Samoa.
hands. I'm here for it.
Catches him coming through the ropes. Rabbit punch to the back of the head. And it is
Drives ahead into the blocker.
Samoa driven into the turnbuckle and
Small
caught.
buckle there, too.
An uppercut-like blow from
Remind me of
Hustler
Memphis
Rip
rings.
Rogers. Snapmares him back into the ring.
Brings him back
And
into the
Samoa
ring.
has been slowed. Mike, as you said, many times they get that second wind, and that's exactly what Samoa needs at this point in time.
Well, a lot of times you'll get
Kinda
stunned
interested to
and
see
you'll
what,
lose your
Rick Martel
awareness for a
and,
little while.
Nick Bockwinkel
It takes a couple minutes to
as
get your
well
breath
as the
back,
Road
to realize,
Warriors
get your head
and,
straight,
Stan Hansen
and
versus
like you
Hard
said, to catch
Race.
that second wind, and then you're on your way.
Of course, Flair and Wyatt is going to be ridiculous. I feel like we're going to
Rear chin lock
Big
now by
blistering chest and
Hustler
that
Rip
one.
Rogers. Referee had checked that to make sure it was not a choke. And Samoa now trying desperately, and it looks like that adrenaline really beginning to flow. And Rogers may be coming
trying to
down
rally
across
up
that
and
throat
get
a
back
little
to his
bit
feet.
dangerously close. And he did.
Cut
The
off by
referee
Rogers.
signaled to him. He broke it. And now it is Rogers unleashing some heavy
Here's the
artillery on
legs,
Coco
heavy
Samoa.
blows.
Rips
Right to
across
the
the
eyes
eyes of
there.
Samoa. Has him back to the canvas once again.
choke
It looks like
ref.
Rogers may have cut him off at the pass on that second win.
Boy, he sure did. Rogers is a very aggressive wrestler. He's been wrestling for a long time. He knows all the shortcuts.
Right to the back.
But I'll tell you, Gordon, panning out through the crowd just a minute ago, the people, the sports fans of Tampa Bay have always supported their professional athletes, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the wrestlers, with 500,000 people evacuated from the Tampa Bay area in the last 2 days. This beautiful University of South Florida Sun Dome, which seats almost 10,000 people, is practically full.
It is indeed, and it is Coco Samoa crashing down. Rogers rolled
Nobody
to one
home
side,
for Coco.
just barely in time. And so Samoa took the full brunt of that. And you can see Miss Brenda issuing some comments to Hustler Rip Rogers. Rogers with another rabbit punch behind the head of Coco Samoa.
Nope.
Good block by Samoa.
Coco stepping under, putting his weight down, back hooking those opponent's legs,
Thick legs,
trying to get the man set up just for the
Reversal
reversal.
there.
Exactly
Takes
what I thought he was
Rogers
going to do.
out.
Beautiful suplex by
Be the
Coco
moment
Samoa,
that
which has
Coco
his man
Samoa is
down
looking
and
for to
stunned for the
turn this one
moment.
around.
Close-up shot.
He's
You
taken
can see
a bit
some of
of
the pain
offense
coursing
over
across
the
the
last few
face
minutes.
of the hustler Rip Rogers as he's beginning to move a little slowly now.
Catches Rogers with the right
But
hand.
again, he comes back
Fighting
totally aggressive.
Oof.
Samoa now the headbutt,
Headbutt.
and
Take,
Rogers. Rip Rogers
Rogers,
tied
you
up
found
in those
yourself
ropes.
in no man's
And
land here.
Samoa losing his temper. He's got a stationary target, and he's
Samoa
taking
is
advantage of it.
Drilling him with the right hand.
Scratching away at the hustler Rip Rogers.
Oh.
Rogers broke
no,
free
no,
and ducked to one
no.
side, and Samoa took the brunt of the ropes.
1, 2, kick out.
Whenever you
Good.
try
I
to
thought
take
that
advantage
might
of
have
a
been
situation like
fair.
that with a man tied in the ropes, he could be playing possum on you. He could be getting ready to get out and waiting for you to make your move. That's why every time you do something, you've got to be thinking about it very carefully before you do it.
Sunset flip.
And it's
Cat, which
Rogers
one's
who could be
nasty
in
one?
trouble
Miss
here
Brenda?
as Coco
Oh,
Samoa.
got him over.
Gets him into it, rolling, but it was Rogers breaking it up once again.
Slamming his legs across on Coco Samoa's ears, very startling feeling when you're there on the verge of victory and all of a sudden you get your ears
Oh,
ringing.
telegraphed it. Rogers had it.
Rogers lashed out with a boot that time, caught Coco Samoa around those pectoralis majors, and now moves in with a lateral press. Samoa powers out. And Rogers unhappy,
That was two, bud.
thinking it was a slow count. It was not a slow count. And Samoa fires from the midsection. Samoa catches it again. Rogers staggered, and Rogers back up against those ropes and hanging on.
I kind of want Coco Samoa to put it on here.
Coco Samoa giving Rogers some of what he's been giving out.
I really
Using
want to see
those ropes,
Maxine get her
using that
hands on
hair.
Brenda.
If you've got one way to fight
teasing me
fire,
with
it's fire, and that's exactly what Coco's doing.
Coco
One more?
Samoa.
Oh, why not?
And you can hear the
Second
nearly 10,000
headbutt.
people here at the Sun Dome registering
So do it
their
again.
agreement with Coco Samoa to mete out some punishment. And he
Oh.
did exactly that. Put on the rope.
Put on the rope.
Getting that-
Rogers had enough presence of mind.
Yeah, managing to get that leg over the rope. Knew he didn't have the strength to kick out or to get the man off.
Pop in whenever, bud.
Putting his leg over the rope like that to break the count.
Rogers missing with the right hand, Samoa connecting, and Rogers wants a timeout. Mike, that's something that just doesn't happen.
Well, not in this particular sport, it doesn't. Once that
Coco
bell rings
Samoa's
to start the
backing
match,
Rogers
you're
up.
in there until the end.
Hey, we're being joined in progress by John Cable.
Once again into a lateral press. And again, that foot over the rope.
John,
Hello, regularly scheduled program.
Sport, you have
regularly scheduled,
different breaks,
absolutely.
different rest periods. Boxing,
we're
of course, you've got
at
rounds
the,
with a rest period in
you
between
got
to
the
give you a
video
chance to
program
get your
at the
breather.
timestamp.
That's one thing that makes wrestling a little different. It's
Nope, I sure don't.
solid
It's in,
contact,
where is it?
all the
Uh-oh.
time.
Like, where'd you leave it? I don't have a clue.
You can hear
in all fairness, this is supposed
Lady
to be-
Maxine issuing some words of encouragement, a double thrust into the throat. Samoa lashes out with a Florida mule kick to the back. And
king
it's
of
Samoa now
curveballs.
exploding with a hard right hand. Rogers is doubled up, though. He took all of that punishment, came right back in to dish out some of his own.
Hold that thought. It's DM right now.
You can see this match is taking a toll on both Coco Samoa and Rip Rogers. They're both slowing down some. They're not have that.
How is everybody's Labor Day out there doing? I hope you guys have enjoyed the shows all day. I know that he has had a great time getting them all together and enjoying the afternoon with you guys.
Not gonna lie, man, I've had a blast with it. Oh, here we go. All right, tell me when you're ready, bud. I'm sorry.
What's your timestamp?
Interfering once again.
34,
And the
37,
referee's attention
38,
was completely
39.
diverted. Now the referee
40.
telling her, and wait
Here
a
comes
minute.
Maxine,
Miss Maxine
44,
just got in there.
45,
And that will make a
46,
difference.
47. 1, 2. Got him. Coco got him.
A count of 3.
34, 53,
Miss
54,
Maxine
Wait, what's the minute mark?
34 minutes. I'm at
returned the
35
favor
minutes.
of,
54?
Miss Brenda.
35
No
minutes?
question about that. And there you see her
5,
escorting the somewhat shorter
In,
Coco
all right.
Samoa out of the ring.
35-10.
And Miss Brenda.
Yep.
A picture
Right on,
of
all right.
absolute irate fury. And
She seems
I'll tell you
upset.
what, let's get the official word from our ring announcer.
Well, she's
Following
more than
that, we'll
upset.
be,
She's lucky
taking a quick
Maxine
break, and
didn't
then
The winner
fucking
and the
get her
winner
hands
is
on her.
Coco Samoa, the winner Samoa.
This should be perfectly fair because
right,
That's what
we'll
I
be
was
back
waiting
in
on. I was waiting on Miss Maxine to fuck up Miss Brenda.
Seems like I made it just in time for a
This
nice
is
like
a
match
World
break.
Heavyweight
All
title
right.
match.
Well,
One
the
fall
opening
with a
match had
30
Hector and Chavo de Guerrero. It wasn't a bad tag match. And also, what you need to know, as you see right here, there's, you know, it'll go to this little screen or what have you. There was a hurricane while this show was happening in Florida, in Tampa. And literally last week, we just had a hurricane in Tampa, or in Florida. Like the lights were dimming and shit. It's
And Percy Pringle, his mother was trying to get here tonight for the matches. She is watching us.
That is a little bit of a quinky dink there. That's funny. Is that why the stands are not quite as full?
yes, but they
Is that
actually,
there's a
I think they
hurricane
had
straight
9,000
outside?
seats sold here.
228 pounds, accompanied by his manager, Percy
I mean, sales are fine. It sucks that for the TV taping that the seats aren't full, but at least they got the sales out of it.
Do you
Is that
know,
and that is
do you know who that is in the ring? That's Jack Hart.
that is Mr. the man with the plan for the Undertaker.
Well, it's Percy Pringle, but you realize who's in the ring, right? That is the gentleman who I believe, and I'm sure our YouTube fucking haters will tell me if I'm wrong. That looks like a very young Barry Horowitz.
I was thinking that too. I was like, huh.
I wonder how he and Paul Ellering, the manager of the
But I
Road
could
Warriors,
be
who we'll see
wrong.
later, get along.
We know that
I'm gonna
I
look it
agree
up
he has
right
been very successful. He and Paul Hellering are a little different stature. Paul is a former world's
was
deadlift
this
record
guy's name?
holder,
Jack what?
powerlifter, great wrestler. Before he
That
turned
is a
manager,
great question.
Percy has got a pretty good brain. He's got ability to
See.
control some people. But I tell you, the thing that I'm excited about sitting here is I know I've been out there. Kendall Windham's heart's got to be going 9,000 miles an hour right now.
Hart wasted no time. Kendall Windham, who is a rookie, and that one caught him off
It is
guard.
him,
And,
Jack Hart.
he
It
made
is.
that one
It
mistake.
is.
He came just a little off guard.
And
Jack
Kendall
Hart is very
Windham
quick to
is
take
the brother of
advantage
Barry
and
Windham.
right
Look how
across that
skinny
abdominal
Kendall
wall.
Windham
So wait a minute. You're telling me that the champion right now turns out to be the guy that turns into Barry Horowitz later?
I am 100% telling you
His young
that.
point in his career is just unbelievable.
Huh.
Of course, Kendall comes from a great wrestling background. He's got a lot
We
of
have no
life
pats
ahead
on
of
the
him.
back
He's got the
just
frame.
yet.
He's just going to have to get the aggressiveness.
I
that it
mean,
takes to be a
maybe.
pro wrestler
Maybe that was a
and
gimmick
get
he
in that
carried
ring,
over.
put on some weight, and hopefully he'll go without any severe injuries, and he'll have a great future ahead of him.
Well, I'll tell you, if it comes to fighting,
I just
Hart,
think
he's
it's
got
great
that, all
Kendall Windham is
214 pounds of it. He just fired back to the midsection of a Hart. Caught Hart
young
again.
Kendall.
And let me tell you something, when that young man throws a punch, it's gonna
I mean,
be
he's got a lot of heart in him,
Texas,
but he is fighting an uphill battle
amateur
here.
Golden Gloves boxing champion. And
Ooh.
of course, a second-generation wrestler, has competed all of his life. And again, Jack Hart gets a snap mare and takes him to the camera.
Kendall right now.
I hear
probably
Percy
awfully
Pringle
confused to
talking
be out
shit
there
on the
with a crowd
floor.
this size and on national television.
It's weird to hear him not with the high-pitched voice.
Right?
The veteran, the current Florida heavyweight champion. As soon as that bell rang, he didn't give him a chance because Hart knows Kendall does have the capability of defeating him. So Hart's not going to give the man a breather. If he's smart, he'll stay on him and try to put him away.
Rear chin lock now by Hart, and Kendall trying to get an elbow moving against the side of the rib cage. There you see Percy Pringle.
Hey, Wyndham breaks the hold there, but is in not a better place for it.
Absolutely not.
Irish whip up
Oh,
ropes.
duck
Kendall
under.
ducks away. Kendall caught him.
Big shoulder
Big
tackle.
flying shoulder.
Yeah.
Nice.
That looked good for a dude that's skin and bones.
Fires again.
Yeah, he's got to be like 120 pounds, 130 pounds.
Taking the shortcut. A lot of pro athletes, unfortunately, do take those shortcuts.
I love it.
know from being
Pringle
out
is
there,
out there
and,
just screaming his
a lot of
brains
times,
out.
I guess they're paying
I've got my
themselves,
mic
they're
turned down
competing.
on the
They
video, and I
don't
can
have any
still hear him
guarantees. They
screaming.
don't have salaries. If they get hurt, they don't get paid. The winner gets more money than the loser, so it's every man for himself.
That
And
bear
whatever
hug
they're
cinching
gonna
in
do,
on
they
the lower
think
back
they've
here
got
on
to win
Wyndham.
that match.
Jesus, you hear him?
Dude, I do. Again, I've got the volume turned way down on my video, and I can still
he's
hear him
right-
out there
He
screaming.
was right there by a camera, so that would make sense.
Many times a picture of rather impotent rage.
Big elbow. Launches him
Wyndham
in.
ducks to one side and
Oh, but Wyndham moves.
catching that turnbuckle. And Wyndham.
Maybe preach a little caution there, Pringle, instead of just get in there and get him. Oh, got a double arm backslide, almost for the pin there.
Ken, right now thinking a little slow. Whenever you're out there and you've got all those people watching you, anyone sitting out there that is a professional athlete knows how you get the jitters. It takes a while to get settled down, to get your mind completely into the ring. And I think that's Ken's
look how
problem
he's
right
I like
now.
the flare.
Of course, Hart's not giving him a chance at all.
I like the flare he puts in, swinging the arm back when he hits it. It seems bigger than it is.
Which one?
Well, as I've said before,
Horowitz there. Whenever he lands a punch, he always throws the opposite arm out away from where he hit. It makes the impact seem bigger. It's an interesting flair to the moves he's using.
Exhorts his men to do their utmost.
When he does the eye rake, he really pulls back, like he makes it over exaggerated.
Kendall Wyndham coming up and the referee admonishing.
Oh, I thought maybe we were going to get a Pringle.
I've noticed now that Kendall has really been concentrating in the midsection of Hart.
Well, you know, Kendall's been at quite a disadvantage.
It did seem like a great opportunity, but the ref turned around too fast.
So, John, I don't know if you know like what is all on this show. Like I haven't seen none of it. Actually, I think the only match
I saw the thumbnails got Wahoo McDaniels and Ric Flair and the Road Warriors and a few other people on it.
Yeah, the Road Warriors are taking on Stan Hansen and Harley Race.
Nice.
Which I think that's the
That's gonna be a fucking fight.
I think it's the only one I've seen on this show. Wahoo and Flair and main event.
Of course, Kendall thinking about Percy running around the outside of the ring.
I believe Rick Rude is on the card.
Yeah, I saw his picture on the thumbnail.
All right, a little bit later on, of course, we're going to be watching
Nick Bockwinkel and Martel.
He's wearing the belt, yeah.
Yeah, this is
we might be
really good card.
In a bit here to the dressing room and see if we
Seems like even this match is not bad. Seeing Wyndham and Horowitz here early on in their careers.
I'll tell you, that opening tag match, I don't know if you had a chance to watch it on the channel or had it playing on the broadcast.
Absolutely, he was cooking dinner while that was on.
It's not
Right
bad.
now in a lot of trouble. Obviously, been hurt. Hart now antagonizing him.
Oh, shades of the later Horowitz character right there.
If I could beat a man, I'd beat him.
We get a pat?
Times, like, men like Hart,
No, he was screaming down at the guy, telling him to
build
get
their
up.
own ego by they've got someone, Harris Kendall.
Oh, sunset flip. He almost missed it.
Didn't have that strength to pull Hart over backward. Didn't catch him quite off guard enough. Hart just dropped a fist right between his eyes.
He didn't drop a fist, but he dropped his ass on him.
The whole one, too. Oh, elbow right in the gut.
Hart hitting him with an elbow in the middle section, trying to cut down his breathing and get him hurt.
Again, Hart hooking that.
I mean, it didn't work the first time, Barry. Come
And
on.
it is Kendall who is in a lot of trouble now, Mike.
Kendall fighting to stay in there, fighting to keep his mental awareness.
Awkward lock on for that abdominal stretch, but interesting.
I mean, Kendall's so fucking tall, man. You know?
Yeah, he is a very lanky dude.
Yeah, he's all legs.
Referee making Hart break the
Yeah,
hold.
make it work,
holding
bro.
the ropes for added advantage.
Chicken salad.
Snapmare by Hart now takes.
Snapmare sets him up in the middle of the ring. Oh! Kendall saw that coming, rolled right out of the way.
Much to the delighted response of the crowd. And it's Hart back on his feet, and Kendall lashes out.
Oof.
Kendall is 6'4". That 214 pounds.
6'4", he says.
He says 214 too.
Yeah, no.
Bear hug now by Hart.
Like you mentioned earlier, Kendall.
Hell, I don't weigh 214 and I got a gun on me. That kid's nothing.
So he knows how to use his fist. If he's out there wrestling, but if push comes to shove, Hart
Blocked.
beware,
Kicked him in the
because
gut.
Kendall could
Sunset
probably
flip.
drop him pretty good.
Gets him over, locks the legs over,
Nope.
but just a
Got
2.
Got him for 2. You're right. Got him for 2.
Kendall blocked it very nicely, came off the ropes and fires again to the midsection. Enough
And this is for the
Kendall
Florida title.
desperate with those shots. Yeah, for Florida title.
Bringing in some air. Polo-like forearm by Jack Hart. Another one.
Hart right now being a little cocky. Being cockier really than he
Oof.
should. Kendall is
That was
in
just a
trouble.
sneaky
He is
side
good,
kick
but
to
he's
the
not one to
ribs.
take lightly. I've been watching his career. I've been watching him almost every night. He's coming along unbelievably well. He's got so much
A little bit of choke in the
determination
corner there.
that I just
A
know
chest
that
rake
he
to
could be
boot.
looking at one of the potential world heavyweight champions.
Bit of outside interference that time on the part of Percy Pringle. Not enough to really create a telling change in the
Another
match. But
chin lock
again,
here.
with somebody like Kendall, who is young and relatively inexperienced, that extra agitation from the outside
That was a
can,
swift,
mess up his thinking.
stiff snap
Well, you're
there.
exactly right. Even with an experienced veteran, when you know that guy's on the outside and you wonder, well, is he going to try to grab my foot, come in the ring?
Just
What's he
pulling
gonna
at
do?
the
Percy
face.
does have a reputation for interfering in matches. But right now, Jack Hart, with his knee in Kendall's spine, pulling his
Released
head
and went
over
right back
backwards,
to it.
just getting everything out of line. The nerves
Ugh.
running through your hands and fingers are just all kind of tingling right now for Kendall, and he's in trouble.
And it goes to a Russian sickle.
Oh, he's in trouble,
Trying to
all
get it
right.
Firmly established now, posting that, started to post the arm.
Oh,
Comes back to the sickle once again.
sitting really
And you
far
can see
back on that
again,
lower back.
Percy
Oh,
Pringle
he's sitting as far as he
and
can.
really
That's
puts
as deep as that gets.
Pringle.
Percy trying to yell at him to get that pressure high on the chin, get his head over backwards. If you're low on the chin and the neck area, the man's got a much stronger chance of blocking it, of course, with his neck strength. But when you get out on that chin, it just gives you a lot more pressure, a lot more leverage.
Kendall is in deep trouble here. Man, I have no idea why he broke that. Yeah, there's no reason to break that.
Mike, and I'm sure you would
Absolutely.
attest to this.
I'd have rode that to the
10,000
finish.
people solidly in your corner rooting you on. It does many times give you that extra added strength.
Oh, nobody home.
Exactly
Oh.
right. Kendall right there making a very good counter.
Nice
I've said
dodge
before,
by Kendall
whenever you
Windham
use the
there.
mat, whenever you're up in the air, you've
Definitely got him a little bit of
you're going
space he
one
needed.
direction and there's no way to stop it. Kendall watched the man climb up the
Oh,
rope.
no,
knew he
Kendall's
was
gonna
be
come at you with
diving
some
him,
fire
waited
here.
for his feet to leave the turnbuckle, and then got out of his way.
I mean, he doesn't really have a choice. He just took the last few minutes getting his ass beat.
Flying reverse elbow on the money.
The crowd has really brought him to life again. Tremendous second effort here. And Kendall Windham catches him. That beautiful forearm that time. And Hart is down and Windham drives into the chest.
Okay.
Oof.
Pull the knee pad up to drop a knee. All right.
Near fall for Kendall Windham.
I mean,
I would
sure.
He looks like he's trying to set for the
Oh, thumb to
stampede.
the eye.
Taking that moment, taking that time, thinking if he should or not. You don't have
Uh-oh.
time for that.
He's going
in
for a gimmick.
professional ring. When you're out there, you better be out there to win. If you give the man
He's got a
second
gimmick.
chance, there's a good chance he's going to beat you on that second chance.
Hart
Missed
misses
with the right
that
hand.
throw.
Cross
And
body
Kendall
block.
Windham, a beautiful cross body block. We
Hooks
got
the
a
leg.
champion. We have
Gets
got
the
a
3
new
count.
champion.
Believe it. I cannot
Kendall
believe it.
Wyndham
Hey,
picks
Kendall
up the
Mike,
win.
He has won the Florida heavyweight title.
How do you
That
miss
is
a gimmick
one-
shot and
that's
then
a-
lose your
that was
belt?
a chance of a lifetime. God, he's got it.
Like, you were
He's
cheating
going
and
crazy
still
right now.
lost.
Kendall Windham charging around the ring. Believe
And he
it.
grabs that belt and hauls ass, too.
Very free count. We have seen proof.
I mean, you want to talk about release too early,
If
with
this is the
fucking
ring this young man received the year honors,
sitting on that rear chin lock and then letting it go for no reason. That was
Predicted it.
ridiculous.
I've
Oh,
seen
yeah, that
other
was
pro
not
wrestlers come
smart.
along. Kendall's got what it takes
I mean, if
to
you're
be
gonna
a
get
winner.
into a hold like that and you need the rest spot, that's cool, but you better have an out for it if that's not your finish.
Perfect placement on his chest. Hooked the leg as soon as they hit the deck, and it was over.
okay, well, we've got a new champion in Kendall Windham, but right now,
Oh, hug
we're
it
gonna
out.
talk to the only man ever to hold the World Heavyweight Championship on 7 different occasions. He's in the locker room now with Coach John Heath. Let's go to John Heath.
Uh-oh.
Gotta be talking about Ric Flair.
Well, congratulations to Kendall Windham, the new Florida State heavyweight wrestling champion. And as I told you earlier in the
Mr.
evening,
Race.
I was surrounded by the biggest stars
One
of the
tough son of a
AWA
bitch.
and the National Wrestling Alliance.
Facts.
However, there is no star that has ever been bigger and brighter than the man who's standing next to me right now. 7 times world heavyweight.
I think the only people I'd be more terrified of jumping in a ring
will be
with
going
and just
up against
fist fighting
the
about
Road
it than
Warriors
Harley
for the
Race and
AWA
really
World
anybody.
Tag Team title.
Probably
And his
Ming
partner,
and Barbarian.
none other than Stan Hansen, who at the present time is the PWF World Champion. And Harley, a few thoughts. on
Oh,
the
and racing
title
Stan
match
Hansen.
tonight.
Good God.
Let me say this. Before the Road Hogs even existed,
Oh.
Larry Henning and
Oof.
myself held the AWA heavyweight title for 4 consecutive years. We were never defeated for it. Hansen and I
Well, damn.
Uh-oh.
their title switch right here tonight. But
A little bit of audio issue
the
there.
upmost thing on my mind right now is the outcome of Ric Flair and Wahoo McDaniels. Because let me tell you this, I don't care who wins it. I don't particularly like either one of them. But when it comes right down...
And you show me a man in wrestling that Harley Race actually did like. Go
It all
ahead.
boils back to Harley Race and my opportunity for number 8. I stood up for about a year and a half and I said, Harley Race will have number 7. Harley Race will dominate wrestling. Well, I've proved it true. And what I'm standing here
Tell 'em,
telling
Harley.
you right now is point blank fact. If the Road Warriors have got the guts, you'll see another title switch. And then, Flair,
Well, all right
Wahoo,
then.
please believe me, I'm going to have a ringside seat because I'm very interested on the outcome of that one because number 8
It's like, I'm going to
is
see
the
which one of you
dream,
guys I'm going to
and
eat for my next
85
one.
is going
Facts.
to bring number 8 back home.
Thank you very much, Harley. And that does it from here.
Okay, there you have it. It is Harley Race being interviewed, and now we're seeing a brief look at the brand new Florida heavyweight champion. Look at that intensity. We'll be back with more action on the Battle of the Belts after these words.
It looks like he's
It looks
holding
like
a fart right there.
It looks like Horowitz stretched his nostrils out during that damn match.
Uh-huh. Oh, here, Ravishing Rick Rude's up next. Billy Jack Haynes.
Yes, sir.
Special Battle of the Belts.
That
It's
should be a
being
good
brought to
fight.
you in part by Champion TV. Rent to own the stereo, television, or appliance of your choice.
I mean, we all know that I'm a Rude fan myself.
And by Schlitz
Sebastian
Malt
St.
Liquor,
Paul.
the Bull. For a taste that's big and smooth and bold, the Schlitz Malt Liquor Bull.
Schlitz,
Battle
malt liquor.
of the Belts. More action coming right up.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah. Dude, this couldn't be any better a song for his choice.
Ravishing Rick Rude's got the Southern Heavyweight title. So what strap is Billy
The
Jack got?
Southern Heavyweight Wrestling Champion from Beverly Hills, California. 245 pounds and accompanied by his manager, Percy Pringle. Ravishing Rick Rude. 1 fall, 60 minutes.
And then we found a third heel manager that made the circuit back in the day.
Yep.
All right, Ravishing Rick Rude, former national arm wrestling champion, the Southern Heavyweight Wrestling champion. Got to say one thing, Mike, about this man, Percy Pringle. He just had a crushing defeat, and yet I guess hope springs eternal within the human breast. Because
Tom,
he's
step
right
away
out
real
there
quick, I'll be
with
right
the
back.
same kind of intensity
Yeah, no
he had
worries.
before. But don't you know, inside, he's really got to be worried now.
You know, that's what it takes to be a winner. Is you've got to take a loss and take it in stride.
Hayes and
and
Rude
be
really
aggressive
staring
and
each other
go
down
after it,
here.
Because if you get all broken-hearted and you get down in the dumps because you lose,
Very
you might as well
clashing
not compete.
kinds of personalities
Look at this
here.
standoff between these two right now. Ravishing Rick Rude and those deadly cold eyes of his. And he is facing, you know...
Let's see if we go right into the fight here, if we actually get a clean start.
On Billy Haynes. But I'll tell you what. You talk about two tremendous athletes, two men in absolute fantastic condition. We're seeing it here.
Well, Rude is so cut up, so muscular.
Look at Pringle go.
Almost is deceiving how tall he is. Of course, Billy Jack being thicker and heavier, bigger legs, strong upper body. But Rude is just a phenomenally trained athlete. And like you said, of course, a couple inches taller than Billy
Now,
Jack.
don't get it twisted. Rude is an absolute beast and a specimen, but Haynes is no joke. Strong as all get out.
Look at the conformation and muscular definition on this man. Ravishing Rick Rude. There is no wasted flesh on him whatsoever.
Again, Rude, absolute
Lean and
specimen
mean is
of a
about
dude.
The only way you can describe
But
it.
Haynes is no
I think
slouch.
Billy Jack, the more perfectly
Absolute
proportioned
powerhouse of a
From
monster.
the standpoint of equality of development, the thighs, the upper body, the legs, the arms, all a little more in proportion. But what a contest this is going to be. One fall, 60-minute time limit.
Probably two of the best in shape athletes in the United States or world today. Both great wrestlers.
I'd
both
absolutely
young,
agree
very
with that. These two are
competitive, got all their
absolute
futures ahead of
rocks.
them. And this tends to be probably one of the best matches we'll see in a long time.
And a big 60 minutes. Right now as the bell rings. And it's
All right, we get the bell. See how long it takes to actually get a tie up here.
Immediately doing a bit of psychological warfare. Rude knows right now that the crowd is not with him. They are with Billy Haynes all the way.
I don't think Rude really cares if the crowd's with him or not. He knows that from the get-go.
Both want to try to psych their opponents out. Guys that get in the gym and lift a lot try to physically intimidate each other. But I'll tell you, I don't think Rude is going to physically intimidate Billy Jack Haynes.
No, in fact, the matter is, I noticed while Rude was posing, that Billy Jack very nonchalantly.
Yeah, I don't think Haynes needs to play into this at all. I think he just goes right for Rude.
Pose and show off your muscles for a couple of seconds. Go ahead.
But
I think
if
Billy
you want to see what a crowd
Haynes
pop
is
looks like,
very, very
I guess I'll show you
confident he's going
one.
to walk out as Kendall Windham did. Aha! Well, Haynes giving him a little bit of power posing too. With a little signal there.
Oh.
That indicated what he thinks of ravishing Rick Rude and.
Crowd definitely behind Haynes here. This is a trap.
You can see the thickness in Rude's
This is
wrists and
the
hands.
classic
A lot of
Rude
guys have
starting
big
trap.
biceps or big forearms, but power comes in the wrists and hand area, just like in the elbow areas, knees, and wrists. You can build muscle tissue in the muscle area.
Yeah, these men
You don't
evenly
have to
matched
train.
here in
You
power.
keep them together, you ain't gonna make it.
And a tremendous struggle now.
It's like Haynes is using a little bit of leverage here. Getting a little bit over the top, but both men holding their own. I think that Rude's probably going to break here and do something dastardly. There we go. Haynes saw it coming, though, and catches his ass. Picks him up for an atomic drop, but stuns him here in the middle. Big drop kick sends Rude right to the outside.
Almost made it over to
Rude was not ready. Not ready at all.
Broadcast crew at a table immediately adjacent to ours. Nice to have them here in the United States and bringing these all important matches around the world.
Rude little stretch, getting back into the ring, getting ready to face off against Billy Jack Haynes again. See if he can make some better choices this time.
The NWA World Heavyweight Championship. The NWA, the National Wrestling Alliance, the oldest and largest sanctioning body of professional wrestling the world over, encompassing all 50 states and 17 foreign nations. And Pringle becoming more than so.
Oh my God.
So far, his evening's been a disaster, and he is a nervous cookie right now.
Haynes jumping at Pringle, terrified the shit out of him. Popped me for sure.
A lot of money out of his pocket. Of course, Rick Rude is the current Southern Heavyweight Champion. Percy's probably looking at the potential of losing both the Florida title and the Southern title in the same night.
And you sounded like that wouldn't disappoint you too much.
Well, you know, it wouldn't, because I am
Billy
a
Jack
professional
Haynes, the side
wrestler.
headlock here on the
In
mat with Rude.
competition, I've never had a manager.
Oh,
Don't care to
Rude
have one.
reaches
When
under,
the
grabs a
manager's in the
handful
ring,
of
it should be a
tights and
one-on-one
pulls a roll.
situation, and
Tries
the
for a
best man
pin, but
wins.
not enough.
Excellent philosophy and extremely.
Rude's got to be
well
careful not to get a
Billy
pinfall
Haynes
himself
now with a
here.
side headlock on ravishing Rick Rude has the Southern Heavyweight Champion down. Mike, let me ask you. I would think that Billy Haynes
There's another
is
roll,
not
but just a
going
one.
to move the least bit recklessly with Rude. I would think he's going to be very, very calm and methodical.
Well, they have had a couple matches against each other before. They know each other very strong. They should by now have figured out the weaknesses and strengths.
Rude makes his way to his feet here.
A little bit slower, a little more positive. And
Launches
like you
hands.
said, try not to make a mistake,
Shoulder
because
block
the
with
man
no
that's in
effect
there,
here in the middle of the
first one
ring.
that makes a mistake could be the one.
And a second.
Test of.
He's like, go ahead, try another one.
You've seen the
No
Bighorn
effect.
do it. And here are a couple. And that time, Billy Haynes was a step ahead.
Leap over.
Leapfrog into a high back.
Big back body drop sends Rude flying across the ring. Looks like a full Nelson.
I've never seen anyone come out of that yet.
But Rude gets his foot to the rope to break that hold.
The only thing that could have saved him. I've seen Billy Jack wrestle now for about 3 years. I have never seen anyone come out of his full Nelson.
And very closely adjacent to us is one of the many artists in town who have really become extremely interested in sketching our wrestlers, and very, very nice piece of work going on there. No question about that.
Both back to a standing center here.
5 minutes into this match now, 55 minutes remaining. Billy Haynes very proud of his affiliation with the NWA.
Haynes pulls Rude in for the side headlock.
The back of his tights.
Wrenching in.
Meanwhile, ravishing Rick Rude's.
Rude with a handful of hair backs him against the corner.
Simply on one side and ravishing on the other side.
Driving that knee right into the gut over and over, breaking that headlock. Big right, whips him across. Hard first. Oh. Haynes seeing him coming, gets out of the way, and Rude drills into the corner. Big snapmare sends Rude to the mat.
With a rear chin lock on ravishing Rick Rude. Haynes is being very cool, very methodical in his approach.
Rude trying to get that handful of hair, but the ref sees it.
Rude, a hot dog, if you will. And the ego of Rude is something to behold anyway. That could get in his way, Mike.
You're definitely right, because when you're in that ring, a lot of times that ego, trying to show off or trying to be cocky, you're not going to be successful. You've got to be thinking about winning.
Switch over to the
all
front
times.
chancery.
Right now, Rick Rude is being controlled by Billy Jack Haynes. Both of these men, of course, weighing 240 pounds plus, which, looking at them, you wouldn't think they were that heavy, but they're thick, they're in shape, and they're 240 pounds of muscle in each one.
Absolutely, these two motherfuckers are dense as shit. They are super thick. Rude tries to break that hold, but Haynes switches back into the side headlock.
Bill, by the way, qualified to referee professional.
Rude launches Haynes, hop over, another leap, big lariat by Rude here in the middle, catches Haynes slipping. 1, 2, near fall.
Really catches you off guard. Not only the forearm hit you in the
Looks
face,
like I've missed
but when
a
it
good
knocks you
one.
over backwards, the back of your head slams.
That's been pretty decent.
Almost like getting whiplashed in an automobile accident.
And it is Rude.
Been a lot of side headlock hold happening in here. Haynes has been in control most of the way. He doesn't really want to give Rude a chance to make a big offense, so he's just been cutting his ass off.
And notice now that Percy Pringle,
You know what I'm noticing
with
right
a
now?
healthy
This
respect, now
looks
moves
like
into the ring.
early
And this
Rude
battle's gone
airbrush
outside the ring.
attire.
It is ravishing.
Yeah, he's got the
Rick Rude.
airbrush on the
Wow.
back of the tights, but
Almost
not the
knocked
full
monitor
tights.
off the desk from the railing on the
Right.
other side of the ring.
We are just behind the security area.
Well, this is what, 80,
As Mike pointed out,
85, so he'd only been in the business for a few years.
Well, of course, that's why that railing
I am
is around
totally
the
not
ring
sure
to
when
keep
this
the
was, to be
wrestlers
honest with you.
out of the people's laps.
It
And of course, to
says
put a
September
barrier
2nd,
there for
1985 in
overanxious
Tampa.
fans that think they can get in and help their favorite, to give them a little thought, because when they're stepping over that barrier, they're stepping into no man's land.
Pringle better watch his ass.
That's a good piece of advice for anyone. When you go
Facts,
to matches,
because,
it's exciting here on television. It's twice as exciting.
Billy
Haynes will
Jack-
have no qualms about fucking him right up.
I was just about to say. I don't know if Billy Jack's one that I'd want to be fucking with.
Houston or Oklahoma City or Boston.
No, I was talking about it earlier. These two are absolutely specimens. To look at them both is just ridiculous. Rude's got the more definition in the musculature, but fucking Haynes is just thick everywhere.
And Billy Haynes in a lot of trouble
There's
outside,
traps,
and
dude.
ravishing Rick Rude quickly again trying to take advantage of the situation.
And like I said, Rude has got the definition, but Haynes is no slouch. He has definitely got the physique and the power to boot. Near fall there.
That sound of 500 pounds of beef coming down in the ring like that thundered louder than the
Oh,
storm
right into the
outside.
kidneys.
No question about that. And right now, the Southern champion, a kidney punch on, and now goes for that Russian sickle. And I'll tell you what.
Again, Way sat down like he's just laying on him.
But as well as you know, Billy Haynes, and as well as I know him, the word quit does not belong in his vocabulary.
You know, that's right. That's why in
I
the
like
short
Rude's
period of
beard,
time
too.
he's been wrestling, he's been so successful because he's got so
I
much
also liked his beard.
so
I have
much
sported
physical
that very
ability,
cut, see?
and he can block pain out of his mind sometimes when he's hurt and he shouldn't be going. He keeps on somehow.
Without the
Of
sweet
course,
mullet,
Rick
but
Rude is the current Southern
I was going to give you
heavyweight
bonus
champion.
points if you had the
That
mullet.
just shows the ability that
no,
he's got.
no, I just have long hair. There's no mullet here. It's all long. I have a party everywhere.
Ravishing Rick Rude, and it is Haynes trying to slip away from that, trying to escape, turns into his man. Rude, in desperation, catches him a rabbit punch to the back of the head. Irish whip off the ropes. Haynes ducks away. Haynes caught. Ooh, high backdrop.
Ducks under, big back body drop there.
Almost came in straight on his head. I've seen a couple men do that, and it immediately lights out. You don't fall 10 feet, stand on top of your head.
Oh, yeah, he's pinned him in the ropes, homie. That is poor ring placement, sir.
Haynes almost coming in on his head, barely getting to his shoulder.
Ooh.
I can't even believe he's moving the way he is right now.
Rude again.
I don't know if that was so much a rake to the eyes or he just yanked him by the face.
Of Billy Haynes, and Haynes beginning to really show some effects from that. And this may mark
He's
the
working
difference
that
in the
back,
match.
bro.
But you know, you've got a man of Haynes' ability. You've got to get him hurt. This isn't like amateur wrestling where you're going for points. You've got to hurt your man enough to make him give up or to pin him. And you're not going to pin a 240-pound man's shoulders to the mat for a count of 3 unless he's extremely tired or really hurt.
And right now, Billy Haynes appears to be in a lot of trouble. And Rude now has stopped being cocky. Now Rude is just being mean and vicious.
Rude is definitely predatory right here.
Fires back, and Rude retaliates in kind. Haynes fires away again. And we've got the makings of a pair sixer here.
Yeah, we do.
Fewer punches by Haynes.
Yeah, Rude absolutely smells victory and wants it. He's hungry. And Haynes is desperate.
Well, Haynes trapped in the ropes like that with the ropes coming off both sides of you.
Makes
You
for
can't get
two
trying to
very,
throw a
very
punch. You're
dangerous
standing
individuals.
straight up. You can't throw a punch
I'm
standing
not going to tell
straight
you who I
up. Of course, this
think that
is
referee
wrestling.
looks
Both
like.
men in there trying to fight, trying to do what they can to win.
Rope,
Rude
block.
going for the suplex, Haynes blocking it.
Nice
Blocking it.
suplex there.
Suplexing, ravishing Rick Rude.
Very
Both men
pretty,
down, both
classical.
men tired.
And tired they should be. This has been
I think these two are putting on a clinic on how big fighters
think
fight.
about the average amount of actual body contact
I
in a
like
professional
how
football game. It amounts
Billy
to
Jack
about
got the
14 and
move
a half
off,
minutes.
but he
These
was
two men have
selling
been
the
going
effects of
close
the
to
match,
15
and
minutes
Rude
right
recovered
now,
first.
which means they've really had enough body contact to constitute
This
an
is clearly
entire
gonna
football
miss.
game.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
it's Rude coming up.
Oh,
and it is,
he just
Billy
barely got out of the
rolls
way.
to one side, much to the joy of the crowd.
Yeah, he wanted to make that look real good.
Well, yeah, he did.
Wild now as they're shouting more and more encouragement to Billy Haynes.
No.
Yeah, I was like, what, bro?
Now very definitely in control. And how quickly the tide of battle can change.
You know,
That was a Rude move if I ever saw one.
One move, one thing, you can catch your breath. You
Oh.
can see you're getting your man hurt. And
Damn.
you know you're
He is
getting
just
ready to
driving his
come
face into
back
those
when you
knees
feel
over
that
and
surge of
over.
life going through your body.
Oh,
Turning
clothesline.
it back to Rick Rude the same way he had delivered it to him. I think
Rude
he was
sold that like a
more
rag doll.
aggressiveness.
I don't think you had to do much selling, bro.
Moving with a little
That's
more
it.
confidence, a little more purposeness. And backbreaker now on the Southern
Nice
Heavyweight
backbreaker.
Champion. This match has taken its toll, and Haynes is having a lot of
Having a hard
problems
time
with
capitalizing his Haynes here.
Haynes now working on
Gut
the
wrench,
back.
just
Side
hurled him.
salto,
Elbow
backbreaker,
drop.
trying
Gotta
to wear
cover.
his man down.
Of that far leg, but Rude was able to power
Not
away.
quite.
See Percy Pringle, and he's got to be getting pretty desperate at this point in time because he's lost the Florida title, and he looks at losing the Southern title is almost imminent.
Right now, I'm sure that he's a very worried man because, like I say, those titles mean money, and having.
I don't know what match you're watching, but
look at the strength in Billy Jackson.
I don't think it's evident that he's gonna lose the title right now.
Over there.
Oh!
Was that a near fall, or did he get him?
Could you see from your angle what
I think it was a near fall, but that Kane got involved. He was way too close to that shit.
Oh!
As he went after Percy Pringle, Haynes caught from behind with that cane.
I don't think the ref saw it.
Got him.
Count of 3 on this.
Rude is going to retain.
That one, I'm sure, will be reviewed.
Yeah, absolutely. Did not see the cane shot while he was trying to get Pringle off the ropes.
Haynes being caught from behind a couple of times with that cane. I think that
What are you
turned the
thinking?
difference.
What's your rating on that?
It stunned Haynes. Rude. Well, Haynes made one mistake.
I think it was a good match. Like I said, I think that they were absolutely showcasing what big men can do in the ring. I think I would have liked to see a little bit more wrestling instead of more holding, but it was good. I give this match a 6.5.
Your neck and spine are so sensitive, the nerves are in
That is
such a
totally
confined
Bill
area
Alfonso,
that it doesn't
the
take
referee.
much to literally paralyze you for 10 or 15 seconds, and that's definitely long enough to get pinned.
Well, there's a good buck. All right, I'll tell you what. Let's take a look at this once again to see. Let's see
I
if we
think
can
Pringle
pick it up.
got
Let's
him
see
with
where
the
we can pick up
cane
this
in the
situation
legs.
with a cane. All right. Well, you see, it's just doggone it. We missed it. That's for sure. But
No.
there's the cane. There, you're no question about
Yeah,
it.
no, I think there was, yeah.
That cane in the ring, how would it be knocked out of his hand if he wasn't trying to stick it into the ring?
All right, and there.
Different camera angle. Here we go.
Well, nonetheless, for the moment, let's see it again. Yeah, there you got it.
Okay.
There it is. Well, I'm sure
Absolutely
with
tripped him with the
footage
cane,
like
yeah.
this, that the title, when the NWA sees this film, that there's going to be some question about that title.
No question about that. And a very desolate-looking Billy Haynes outside, inside that ring. But
A for
there'll
effort,
be another
Billy.
day and
A
another
for
chance
effort.
at that Southern title. Right now, though, I'll tell you what. Let's go to the locker room and pick up Coach John Heath with a brand new Florida heavyweight champion, Kendall, not Wendell. Kendall Windham. My congratulations to you, Kendall.
I'm standing next to the man who has just electrified the entire wrestling world, and I mean the entire wrestling world, by
Did
defeating
he
Jack Hart to
electrify
become
the wrestling
youngest
world,
Florida
though?
heavyweight
The
champion
entire
that
one,
we've ever
apparently.
had. And I believe, Kendall, that in our last interview we had on our program, I said you may become the youngest Florida heavyweight champion of all time. You did. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Coach. I'd like to thank my father and both my brother. I've never been here without them. Thank you for answering all the questions I ever had to ask them. Thank the fans of Florida for all the support they've always had and always been there for us.
Well, it really is an unusual situation for a guy to, just in a few short months, to go from just being almost a complete novice to become the Florida heavyweight champion. And we certainly hope that you will be.
You almost called him an absolute
there, and
noob.
there's that flying cross, I call a cross body press, and you've hooked that far leg, and a loose half at the top there. That's all you needed. That pinning combination that you've been using so successfully for quite a while, it was great. Here's the slow motion of it. Look at that. That power, that 6'6" frame going over Jack Hart. Jack didn't know where he was. A strong hook in that outside leg.
Well, if that's what he's been using to win matches, is you just handed a blueprint to what you need to do to watch out for it.
I mean, facts,
And
right?
of course, you know, some of the primary
Like, you
reasons
duck the crossbody and you
is the ability
cinch
to
in a
put pinning
camel clutch and
combinations
you're all
on.
in, right?
And that is all of our interview at the present time of the new Florida heavyweight champion.
Thank you so very much, Coach Heath. And again, congratulations, Kendall. And right now, let's let the stations make a little money.
I love Gordon. Looks like we got the
And,
Road
I'll tell
Warriors
you what,
coming
it's
up
been quite a
with
night so
taking
far.
on Hanson
and for
and
those of you who
Harley.
might have tuned in just a little bit late, you missed something.
I'm here for
because
that.
Kendall Windham has defeated Jack Hart for the Florida Heavyweight Championship. And that means a lot to young Kendall Windham.
I absolutely have no like
that
inhibitions about the fact that this match is going to be a lot of just big, beefy bastards beating the shit out of each other.
I think that there's nobody else who can compare to that record-wise.
You know, I've watched Kendall since his first match. I trained with him some before he turned pro. He's got the size. He's got the ability. Of course, the wrestling background, Golden Gloves boxing champion. He's a good overall athlete. Main thing he's got going for him is his age. He's young, and it's a lot easier to come back from injuries at a young age.
We'll sell the shit out of it, Graham.
Filling out, and once he gets the aggressiveness that it takes to be a professional athlete of any type, he's going to come on strong. You got to figure that first month or two of the transition from amateur to pro, you don't have the aggressiveness, and to be able to defeat Jack Hart and win that Florida title at this time in his career is just unbelievable.
Certainly no question about it. I'll tell you what, we've got later on this evening, of course, we've got I think the most awesome tag team combination in wrestling today. I'm talking about the Road Warriors. They're managed by Precious Paul Ellering. He's originally out of Melrose, Minnesota. And right now, I think we're ready for an interview. Let's go to our compatriot, Buddy Colt, in the locker room with the Road Warriors.
Let's track this. This has got to be good.
Tonight, the AWA
man.
Tag Team Champions, along with their manager, Precious Paul Ellering, will be putting that title on the line against two men, 300-pound plus Stan Hansen and Harley Race, the man that for 4 years,
This
along
is
with
either
his
going to be really
partner,
good or
held this
really
prestigious
bad.
World Tag Team Champion and was
This
I think Hawk
also
is beat the fuck
7-time
out.
World Heavyweight Wrestling Champion. You know, Paul, this might be the team that could put an end to the long reign of the Road Warriors.
Well, you know, their record speaks for themselves. They've been champions. They've done this. They've done that. Well, in politics, your record speaks for yourself. Well, also in professional sports. So let's talk about our record. Two-time Tag Team of the Year, Manager of the Year. Now, Harley Race, I just happened to hear your interview. You're talking about Ric Flair. You're not thinking about this match 100%, like you should be. Like you should be, Harley Race. Tell him, Hawk. Well, guess what? It's about time to play, Harley
Yeah,
Race.
I think Hawk is
It
geeked
ain't
the fuck
time
out.
to talk about Ric Flair. It ain't time to push your little boy around on a bike. It ain't time for nothing but for you and Stan Hansen to quit talking and get in the ring and do your talking there. That's where we do ours. That's why we wear these. Tell him, big man. Hey, Stan Hansen, you're a big man, over 300 pounds. Well, check it out. 300 pounds too. 275
You had to completely
pounds.
move around him just to
Now,
get the
Mason
mic
Hansen,
around his
you're a
outside.
good wrestler,
That's fucking
but you ain't
great.
bad. You don't know what it's like to get your butt kicked by 10, 12, 15 guys in Chicago when you're a kid. So we get in. Boom, we're right back up, right in your stinging face. Hey, you want to play the fate of the Warriors? You're going down.
Well, there's no doubt about it. The Road Warriors, two of the most powerful and devastating men that I have ever seen in professional wrestling. They will be having their handful tonight against Harley Race and Stan Hansen.
Well, it wasn't
The
terrible.
Hawk, the Animal, the Battle of the Belts.
Not
We'll be
horrible.
back
I
with
do.
more action
I
in a
swear,
moment.
Hawk was fucking geeked. You see how fast he was blinking, how much his head was jerking around.
Well, let's be fair. Oh, look at fucking.
Here we
Hanson.
go. Oh Jesus. Okay, Stan, calm down, bro. You're gonna hurt somebody.
Oh, no,
Insurance
Hanson
doesn't cover
gives
all
no
that
fucks,
shit.
man. I think he actually.
Insurance
hits a-
ain't gonna cover all that, dude.
I think he hits a fan with the pull rope in this match.
This is a world tag
I
team
think he hit
match.
3 of them on the way to the ring. Shit.
1 hour time limit. Introducing first the challengers from Kansas City, Kansas. 260 pounds, Harley Race. And his partner from Knox County, Texas. Weighing 300 pounds, Stan
The Road Warriors don't even give a fuck. They're like, yeah, do their intro, whatever. We don't need music. We don't need shit. We're just coming.
Introducing now the world's tag team champions approaching the ring, having a combined weight of 580.
I think this is even going to make it to the ring for a few minutes.
To neither one of them at the moment, but Hanson now taking his lumps at the hands of the Animal. Now the Hawk.
Hanson just gives no fucks. He's just here to fight. Let's go.
Heavyweight champion. And it is battle and bedlam going on right
Oh,
now.
and Harley Race is always ready for a fist fight. Oh, shit. And no sold the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
Driving knees into the midsection now. Somehow or another, we're gonna
He just punched the ring post and didn't even give a shit.
Oh, Harley just used the cowbell on Hawk's dome. He just pulled him over the top rope. Hanson gives no fucks. I love it. He's not even out of his chaps, bro.
Thoroughly infuriated him. And now
Nope.
the Road Warriors retaliating.
He said, sun's out, buns out, baby. Let's ride.
Of Stan Hansen and Harley Race.
A lot of times when you get big, aggressive men like this, they talk on interviews, they yell at each other. A lot of times it takes a lot of effect. And right now you can see that Stan Hansen is no rookie. Harley Race is no rookie.
Those elbows from Hawk were not fucking works. I'll tell you what.
Both tremendously strong. They've definitely got Hansen and
Oh, we got him in the ring.
And when you get a man like Stan Hansen, 330 pounds, Wild West Texas.
I think this one drew over 500 on the YouTube channel.
Race, who has wrestled over half of his entire lifetime.
Oh.
And they're using a headbutt very, very effectively. That stunned the Hawk, and he tags up with the Animal.
Hawk with the tag here.
Their psych out. They've tried their, blowing each other's strategy. They're going to have to settle down now and do exactly what the marquee says front. They're gonna have
Animal wrenching down that side headlock here on Harley Race. Positioning is a little questionable, but
look at Hanson. He gives no fucks. He's just right into the ring. No, I'm here to fight. Let's fight. Let's go. Oof.
Yeah, he's like, you haven't tagged me in enough time. I have enough minutes. I need to punch something.
And he is. He's punching Hawk.
And they just go to the outside.
Oh, shit. He's taking.
Did you see kids jumping off the bleachers and shit to get out of the way? Hawk says, I'm your Huckleberry, bitch. Let's ride. Good God.
Retaliates on the Hawk again, fires to the, and here's the Animal.
We're almost back to ringside.
Body slam.
Right now that fighting is going on outside the ring, but the legal men in the ring are Harley Race and the Animal. You can fight on the outside.
All right, Hanson's back to the corner.
The only problem is if Harley
Jesus. Yeah, for how long though? That's.
Oh, there he goes. He's off.
You can beat a man on the floor 5 times and you're not
No,
going to win the
maybe,
match.
and he's back. All right.
On the ring, you've got to pay attention to your
Good God.
body.
I don't think I could tag with Stan Hansen, sir.
Point well taken, and right now it is the Hawk moving in after having tagged up with the Animal. All right. Overhook on the
Fun
head.
transfer. He's got Harley Race in trouble here in the middle of the ring. It's only a matter of time before Stan Hansen comes in to break, where Harley gets the single leg, drops a big elbow across
an
the chest.
official tag to Hansen.
Get.
Drives the knee.
I don't want to give my age away,
Just
but
digging it
I've
in.
been wrestling a few years when Stan Hansen started. When Stan Hansen came to Florida, right out of West Texas, wild and crazy,
I hear him
and full
scream.
of life and energy, just like Kendall Windham is now. Stan only weighed about 225 pounds and was the same height. Well, he's 325 now, and he's held all kinds of national
Probably shouldn't have
titles.
taken
One
Hawk
of the
back
top
into that
names in
corner because
professional
Animal
wrestling
made the
today.
tag.
So, looking at Kendall and looking at this
Oh, but
man,
it made him
Stan
get out.
Hansen didn't win a title.
Yeah, I don't think he saw the tag on the back.
He was wrestling. Kendall has done it in the
That's straight muscle right there.
Yeah, absolutely. He just picked him up. Hansen was not interested in that shit at all, and Hawk just picked him up.
When you see men of this size, all 4 of them so large, you almost forget how big they
There we
really
go.
are.
Now the
There's a
tag.
tag.
220, 230 pounds, well developed, but everyone in the ring is over 275 pounds.
Double back elbows right to the gut.
Animal overhooking on the head of Stan Hansen back into the.
There's what I want. This is what I want to see.
Now.
The two monsters fight each other.
Now, when Stan Hansen does break and steps up, if you get a chance, just look at the difference in size between him and, as an example, the referee, Bill Alfaro. Hansen charged. And he is...
Hansen ran right into that.
May have messed up that arm. He has had problems
Big arm drag.
with that left
Here
arm
we go.
in the past.
Got that arm bar locked on.
Maybe having problems with it again.
A lot of times, if you, a good example is possibly like a boxing match. If you watch the lightweights and everything, they're throwing 400 punches. They're really sparring and moving. When you get into the heavyweights, they don't throw as many punches.
Stan Hansen just stands up under the pressure and starts to back him away.
Well, the same with these men. You don't see a lot of flying head scissors and drop kicks and takedowns because when they're in there, it does, the strength that they've got and the size and the weight.
Just throws him off like he wasn't. Yeah, he just threw him off with an arm drag. Yeah. Right to the outside.
It is Hansen now carrying the animal, and it was the animal.
I think this is Hansen's like home on the outside of the ring. I don't think he likes to be inside.
Yeah, you got rules inside.
There's
Now the Hawk is back in. Harley Race in the ring, and it's the Hawk.
Yeah, the ref's like, wait a minute.
You see that? He gave him a back suplex. The man never laid there a second. He's so
Because currently Animal and Hansen are the legal men.
Facts.
Extending somebody, rolled right back to his hands and knees and was just waiting.
Tag is made once again.
I guess they're going to let it ride.
Yep.
Catches,
Oh, Harley went down.
the Hawk, and now moves in on the Hawk once again. Brother, you talk about muscular.
Looks like he's limping.
Well, you
Yeah.
can see that Harley's been hurt. Harley's been hurt. You can see the way he's walking. He's trying to protect his leg. That battling on the floor, something going on in the ring.
Yeah, that left leg of Harley Race seems like a problem.
Harley Race's leg.
Seems like Hawk and Animal are going to see that and fucking take it apart.
By the throat with Harley 270 and picking him up like he weighed 140 pounds. This Hawk is just super strong. Of course, both Road Warriors bench press over 500, military press over 300, and they're just tremendous athletes.
Right now, rear
I'll believe
I think
those
he's
stats.
checking on him there, yeah.
And the Hawk continues to press every advantage possible. Battle of the Giants here, no question about that. Excellent. Suit play, belly to back, and it was the tag is made once again. Stan the Man Hansen.
Uh-oh.
Known as a bad
Well, this
man
isn't going to
for
end well.
West Texas does
No, I don't think so. No. Pile driver.
Oh, he sold it.
Again, the pile driver.
I mean, did he really have a lot of choice in the matter?
Usually he just stands right the fuck back up after pile drivers.
320 pounds driving down. And again, that wrestling background always rolls to his stomach. Always rolls to his
I think it
hands and
surprised
knees.
Hansen, too. I think Hansen thought he was just going to sit right up.
And it is Harley Race back out.
Big rights there. Left hand by Harley Race. Hawk in trouble here.
Both teams counted out. Both teams
That is it. That's all she wrote. Referee counts that shit right out of the ring. I'm surprised it made it to a bell, to be fair.
Animal and Hansen on the bottom part of your screen.
Problems going on here, but let's go to the.
They're going to fight all the way to the back.
Tonight, Ric Flair,
the
three-time
Nature Boy.
World Heavyweight Champion, will be putting that title on the line against Wahoo McDaniel.
What a robe.
Rules will be slightly different. This will be a 2 out of 3 fall match with a 1-hour time limit. Wahoo McDaniel says there's not a man in the world that can defeat him 2 falls in 1 night.
Nice.
First of all, let's get one thing straight.
I'm going to grab a drink before that gets started, and I'll be with you in just a second.
Sure.
World Heavyweight Champion, the only World Heavyweight Champion, and that's all that matters.
A track
right now.
Ric
Tonight,
Flair
right
here.
here in Tampa, Wahoo McDaniels, you got the match you wanted, 2 out of 3 falls. And if you tell the whole wrestling world that there isn't a man alive that can beat you 2 falls, I'm just going to have to prove you wrong. I'm the greatest conditioned athlete alive today. I'm Ric Flair, the world champion, a living legend, and right here in Tampa, Florida. Woo! Wahoo! I'm going to take it to you, brother. All night long.
Well, that all remains to be seen very shortly.
All right, Flair.
All right. All right. there you have it, the comments from Ric Flair and the Road Warriors still in the ring. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes.
Tonight's sports special, Battle of the Belts, is being brought to you in part by Champion TV. Rent to own the stereo, television, or appliance of your choice the Champion way. And by Schlitz Malt Liquor, the Bull. For a taste that's big and smooth and bold, the Schlitz Malt Liquor Bull. Battle of the Belts. More action coming right up.
All right. Looks like we're getting ready for the main event. I don't guess Bockwinkel and Martel were going to make the TV cut.
Is he going to make the announcement or not?
Oh, nope, they are, because here comes Bockwinkel.
This is an AWA heavyweight title match. One fall with a 60-minute time limit. Introducing the challenger from Tampa, Florida, 235 pounds, the very popular Frankie Lane. Frankie Lane.
I don't know why I thought it was Rick Martel.
From
Clearly
Los
I'm wrong.
Angeles, California, 247 pounds, Nick Bockwinkel.
Well, some understandable confusion here, and I'm sure that Bockwinkel really wished that were the case. Bockwinkel was for a long, long period of time the AWA heavyweight champion. He came here tonight to wrestle Rick Martel for that AWA
Let's hear
title.
this.
Martel, due to the confusion of the airlines right now and the Hurricane Elena, was unable to defend that title here tonight. Frank Lane has stepped in. And Bockwinkel,
Well, that explains that. We were not deceived. It did say Martel on the marquee, but apparently because of the hurricane that they were battling back then, couldn't make the show.
Plane
Good job.
connections and everything with the hurricane the way it is, it's very difficult to get in or out of Florida. He's got to be very angry to travel all this distance and find out that his opponent is not here. But on the other hand, Frank Lane, who is a relative newcomer in professional wrestling ranks, has an opportunity to defeat a man that has been the world's heavyweight champion before.
Certainly no question about that. A great opportunity for Frank Lane. And I think we should make it absolutely clear, too, that there was no question about the fact that Martel could not make it. Martel is not a duck and hide champion. He is a fighting champion. And I know that he was looking forward to this match. He was extremely distressed.
Bockwinkel's just going to school this kid.
But some understandable confusion. But then I would say the last 72 hours here in the Great Sun Coast has been pretty confusing.
Well, you're exactly right. We're lucky to be here and having this show at all with the evacuation of practically all Hillsborough County, Pinellas County, and the outlying areas. It's just a miracle
some
that
fire
this show
being shown
is taking
here by
place.
this rook.
A lot of determination from our television stations all around the country, a lot of determination from the wrestlers to get here, and it is turning into one of the greatest nights I have seen in my 13 years of pro wrestling.
It certainly has been a great night, and I want to issue a special word to all of our crew here, to every single one of them for doing an outstanding job, and they were working under extremely difficult circumstances because the University of South Florida was one of the evacuations. A beautiful
cross body block.
Cross body block.
Well,
and,
that one, Kendall Windham, the Florida State title earlier in the program.
And get defeated in this match. He does have ability over Frank Lane, experience, but a lot of times you can get aggravated, frustrated, and you don't think
I like
right,
Frank Lane's.
Young
He's got the
today
look.
All they need is that chance, just like Kendall
So,
Windham
John,
earlier,
you let me bring you up to speed. Nick Bockwinkel and Rick Martel was scheduled to be on the show. And, we don't watch this stuff before we just throw it on. The hurricane that Tampa had dealt with days before the show hindered air travel, and Martel was not able to make it to the program, make the show. So they've got Nick Bockwinkel in here with a job guy. The job guy's not looking too bad with a little bit of offense that he's had.
Mike so aptly
But
pointed out,
Bockwinkel's just going to outclass him.
got to be very careful because if he were to be defeated by Lane, that would drop him, I would think. In the
I don't know who you're
ratings
talking.
once again.
You're exactly
muted
right.
if you
Take
are.
a loss like that, it would drop him.
Bong rip.
Bong rip
Wouldn't
in
do
chat.
that much for Frank because other than his mental attitude and the confidence he would gain in himself.
I was just saying that his cells look good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just listening to him on commentary. They just said he's not been in the business long, but he's
In this particular case, you might say
not having a
Frank's got
bad match with
everything to
Bockwinkel
gain
here.
and almost nothing to lose.
No, so far he's been basic, but it looks clean.
Ooh, Bockwinkel caught him coming in. A bit of that youthful inexperience showing there as Lane ducks away from that one, however. And that time, Bockwinkel right in the abdominal wall. Got the 3 count. Got the 3 count. And so Bockwinkel, well, I guess that will relieve some of his frustration.
I don't
All right, right now.
I don't know if I like that finish very much, but
Well, I think it was a botch, obviously, but they made, Bockwinkel made it work.
This is it. 2 out of 3 falls tonight. We're here, the #1 contender of the
Whoa!
National Alliance Heavyweight Championship. For tonight, it's Ric Flair, and your thoughts on it.
Well, John, I got a 2 out of 3 fall match. I can't scream. It's my type of setup. I had to do a lot of screaming, hollering. I believe the fans need to know who the best man is. I said the best way to find out is 2 out of 3 falls. And like I said today, I don't think there's a man in the world today that can beat me 2 falls in one night. I know Ric Flair's ready. I know he's a great champion, but I think it's time for a change, and I can't think of a better place for a change than right here in Florida.
We're going to find out in just a few minutes.
Here we go.
I like that mentality about the 2 out of 3 falls match. Like, you might be lucky and get me on 1 pin in a night, but you ain't gonna get me twice, son bitch.
And we pause for a couple of very important words.
Main event time.
All right.
This is the National World Alliance Heavyweight Wrestling match.
National World
2 out of
Alliance.
3 falls, 1 hour time limit. The referee for this
Wrestling
title match,
Alliance.
Bill Alfonso. Introducing
Did it get
the
rebranded, or is that guy just stupid?
260
I think
pounds,
guy's just dumb.
former Miami Dolphins
All right.
professional
camera for
football
just a
player, Chief
Here,
Wahoo
but-
McDaniel. Weighing 245 pounds from Minneapolis, Minnesota, the world heavyweight wrestling champion,
Look at
I am here for this match.
Flair.
Yeah, man. I don't think I've seen a bad Flair Wahoo match.
All right, there you have it. The 10 pounds of gold on the line. It's for all the marbles. And you see that gold around the
Now,
waist.
John,
the
there's
NWA
3
World Heavyweight
different
Champion
Battle of
Ric
the
Flair.
Belts that I
Flair now
found so
removing,
far. And the
that
second
$5,000
installment
roll.
has Flair and
very,
Barry
carefully
Windham on
taking it
top.
over to ringside. He is cautious
Which I
Huh.
feel
about who
like
handles his garments. He is
Yeah, that'd
interested,
probably be
no
pretty good.
question about it. Mike, I know that you had talked to Wahoo earlier in the day. Wahoo has all of the pressure in the world on him right now. To get a 2 out of 3 falls match through special dispensation of the NWA is a rather rare occurrence.
It seems like everybody's wearing a title in this thing.
It's Battle of the Belts. I think
I know how Ric Flair's
pretty
thinking.
much
He's
had a
cool,
belt minus
he's confident.
Bockwinkel
He's been
and
down this road
Hanson
1,000
and Race.
times, and right
Yeah,
now,
Billy
he's
Jack,
looking
when he
at 1
came
hour.
out, he had a
He
belt
is the
too.
champion. Wahoo's gonna have to go
Wahoo
after
had a
him.
belt.
Do you think then that Flair might take that approach? Do you think he might get on his bicycle?
I think definitely that would be the best thing for him to do. He is the champion. Wahoo is heavier. I think Flair is probably in a little bit better shape, and Wahoo does have to defeat him. Flair does not have to beat Wahoo McDaniel. If they wrestle to an hour draw, Ric Flair still leads the world's heavyweight champion.
Precisely.
Yeah, that's always been Flair's MO too. He doesn't have to win if he's already got the belt. He just has to make sure you don't win.
So it appears that this is going to be the strategy. Flair is going to figure that time can be on his side. They finally lock up collar and elbow. He pulls him back into the turnbuckle and a good clean break. So Flair didn't want to keep too much contact going.
Well, you know, Flair wrestles the top competitors all over the world every week. and he's in unbelievable shape. That
That's
can
facts.
wear you down. It can take its toll. On the other hand, you are in the ring so much that you make moves without thinking about them. You do things almost subconsciously, and that's one advantage that he might have.
Starting off, here we go,
Wrist
man.
lock now by Flair and McDaniel, and it's Flair getting the advantage. Wide stance, Flair down on one knee. Flair, McDaniel down on one knee, I'm sorry. And it's Flair again, wide stance, and Wahoo McDaniel beginning to take the edge here.
I can attest personally to that mental, like, sometimes you're just trained to do shit.
And it is McDaniel taking the
I went out to check my mailbox one day, and I had a half a cinder block sitting out there in the yard, and I was standing on it, reaching over the fence to check my mailbox. All of a sudden, that cinder block rolled right out from under me, and I ended up standing somewhere else in the yard.
He's just
And I had to look at myself, and I said, wait a minute. I think I just took a bump here on this tree root and in my front lawn, and I'm standing again. I had to really take a look at what just happened and realize that I had, in fact, taken a bump in my yard.
Opened up, and it is Wahoo McDaniel bringing him back up against the turnbuckle. McDaniel keeping him in close, and Alfonso trying to keep them separated. Tremendous responsibility lies with the official in this match, too. 2 out of 3 falls, and Flair trying to intimidate the referee.
Giving Bill Alfonso the business.
But he's not going to be intimidated.
You know, you're
Absolutely telling him what his job is, and Alfonso's like, yeah, you could say that, but I'm the one with the stripes on, bitch.
If a man was safer out playing baseball, the officials in every sport has their job cut out for him, and it's one that I wouldn't want to have.
Amen to that. Chop, and it's
Big
Oh, yeah, I
overhand
probably
chop
would.
from Wahoo right there. Oh, shit.
Pardon me, and McDaniel.
Wahoo is not playing with Flair tonight.
Ric Flair backing away. Now, if
One
McDaniel can
of
get
those
Flair back,
mitts across the
there's a
chest.
possibility Flair will make a mistake.
One.
Well, you know that you're all right.
Flair's
in your
open.
thinking, but Flair has so much ability,
Oh.
so many matches and time in the ring.
Ooh.
That's almost impossible to do. Wahoo right now is just beating on him. Simple,
Not as
Flop.
nasty as the steamboat chops earlier.
Got it.
So he's gonna have to hurt
We got it
Got
like
the
10
flop.
minutes into the fucking
to the
match.
point of Flair not knowing where he is. Of course,
Yeah, Flair's already
everything
open
else,
and
like I
flopped.
said,
Oh,
Flair
is
This is
he
a
now?
Flair match and a half.
So,
he
here's
knows
a-
when to go to the floor. He knows when
After
he needs
seeing
to
some
take
of
a
these
rest.
chops from
He's not gonna
Wahoo,
do anything foolish to take a
and
chance
you know,
on
we
losing
did the
that fight.
trilogy with Steamboat and Flair earlier today, and you talked about Steamboat being able to throw a better chop than Flair. What do you think about Wahoo's chop?
I think they're good, but nothing like Steamboat was laying in earlier. He was taking Flair's face off of those things.
He was hurting him with those chops. Flair knows that now.
And you know, I don't think he does it that way with anybody else, but when he's fighting Flair, those chops are real.
Flair
Oh,
taking
Savage
his time.
too now.
Steps back into the ring. Remember, he is the NWA
Maybe
World
so, but
Heavyweight
dude, you saw it yourself this afternoon when I brought it up, and you were watching those matches. Those chops from Steamboat to Flair were something else, dude.
Not a horse that's never been rode.
Oh,
There ain't a
Wahoo
rider
just took
that's
one in
never
the
been
face.
rode. Well, in professional wrestling, in any professional sport, I don't know of any person or any team that has gone its career and been undefeated.
Another chop in, and it's Flair
Oof.
using Wahoo's very best tactic against him. And you got
Oh.
more of chops
Oh.
going on now. And,
Yeah, Wahoo's
Flair
done with that
into
bullshit.
Wahoo's back.
Oh, that was in the
Wahoo got him
face.
again. So it looks like Wahoo McDaniel
You can see the fingerprints across his cheek. That one was in the face.
using time as his ally.
Oh. Oh.
The whole side of his nose and his mouth changed colors when he smacked him just then.
McDaniel's hands probably feel like
Flair with the thumb getting the fuck out of there.
steel plates
All
at
you can
Flair
do,
in the chest.
right?
I mean, he was getting
Flair
pummeled.
retaliating, though, caught him with a knee lift into the rib section. And now Flair
No, and he's leaking.
I don't
trying
see
to
it.
draw in some air. And Wahoo McDaniel back to his feet.
I don't
caught
see
with a
Flair
chop and driven to
bleeding.
the canvas.
Yeah, it's just up on his forehead near his hairline.
Flair. That's the flat of the foot.
He was just leaking all over the mat there in the corner.
Uses the flat of the foot. McDaniel coming up very slowly. Front chancery now by Flair.
You can see it when they get close, but otherwise the video is pretty grainy. It's on the other side of his face, of course.
Born with a silver spoon in his mouth. Could have taken
It's all over that left eye.
ways to become a professional in almost any area that he wanted to. But he chose, in my opinion, the toughest sport of all, and that's pro wrestling.
You know, I feel that you made a good analysis right
Trying to
there.
work over
From a
Wahoo.
very wealthy family.
Trying to
But,
get him rolled
you know,
over.
you've got that aggressiveness when there's more in life that
When you use that rope,
earning a paycheck.
absolutely get the
Then
leverage.
If you can do it, if you can be a pro wrestler, it feels so good to walk out of that ring with your hand in the air and know that you've won.
Up to the middle he goes.
And when you get beat, there's nothing more disheartening to know that there was nobody you can blame it on.
I think the ref's gonna see it here.
Oh, he's got to.
You got beat on your own. And the whole building full of people standing there watching you, it can sure take you down a notch.
Flair just, and I'll tell you what.
Oh, oh shit! Not having that crap at all. He's like, you want me to take the belt, son of a bitch? Go ahead.
Title's on the line, and he's not going to put up with any shenanigans from Flair. Oh, I'll tell you what. He's got a lot of intestinal fortitude, Bill Alfonso.
Well, he's got a lot of intestinal fortitude, but on the other hand, Ric Flair would have to be a fool to take a chance on losing one of the falls by intentionally hitting the referee, and that's exactly what would happen. All it would take is one.
All right, so those aren't chops, but those are brutal.
Wahoo would already have 1-1 and hadn't
They
really
hurt.
defeated him yet.
Excellent point and well taken, and it is Wahoo McDaniel with that.
Yeah, I think he broke his nose with that fucking chop to the face.
Outside, outside the ring and over that.
Flair went over the guardrail.
Flair has been
Screaming at the fans to shut it.
But there he is, the champion, charging the ring once again.
You know, Gene Kaninsky, former world heavyweight champion,
Gets in all defiant. I love it.
Oof. Almost a Flair flop. Almost. He hit the knees.
Kaninsky'd slide out on the floor. No,
I do not see blood, John.
Your timing in the ring and your mental thought.
Get that camera
I
out of
swear
my
to
face.
God.
And that's exactly what Flair's doing. He's taking it
Up under his hairline, he is absolutely bleeding. I saw it earlier in the
If
match.
he can stay out there 1 hour and not get defeated, he's going to leave this building the world's heavyweight champion.
Tell him, get back.
And Flair, although
Yeah, I think Wahoo's got him in the nose a couple times.
Oh, yeah.
but he keeps going back to his nose, and it's possible that one of those chops has broken that nose or else bruised it so badly that he may think it's broken.
You know, that's right.
I have no doubt.
Your mental attitude and your physical conditioning.
I don't know, man. Wahoo says, man, nobody can do it twice in one night. I like that philosophy. Let's find out.
I mean, if you look at it from like the old school fighter mentality, man, that's the test right there. If you get a 2 out of 3 falls, there is no question about who won that match. Flair tried to get away from it, but Wahoo's got his ass. He's in bad position though. He's open for a big thumb in his face or an eye rake. I think he knows it too.
McDaniel driving the knee.
Driving the knee right into that thigh.
The femoris muscles. And I'm going to be curious to see just how well Flair is going to function on that leg.
I think he's driving him right into where that femoral already runs through there.
You know, pain is nothing new to either one of these men. You can see it in their faces.
Just mean.
They're two war horses. They're used to being hurt. They knew when they were in the locker rooms getting ready to go in the ring, this was going to be no stroll through the
Wahoo's
park.
forehead.
They've had some of
All the
toughest,
scars
hardest
up there.
matches that I've ever seen, and they both knew
Oh,
what
yeah.
they were in for. And right now,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a matter of who is
Dude, I hadn't realized how many people had those giant fucking coverings on their forehead until I started seeing them like later in their life. And I'm like, damn, they've all got that crisscrossing on the forehead. It's not just wrinkles.
Injured because if Flair can dance and move and stay away from him, he's not going to be able to beat him in that hour.
Gimmick
He's going to have to
scars.
slow Flair down. He's going to have to injure him, and that's exactly what he's doing now.
Flair making it into those ring ropes, and that'll force the break. And that's exactly what it's done. However, McDaniel did not totally separate from him. Brings Flair back into the ring. And Flair is having a real problem with that left leg. Flair scooting away from him now. Wahoo right back after that.
Flair in a lot of trouble here.
And the referee checking those shoulders right.
He was just stretching that hamstring out. And just pushing him into a pinfall.
That's a nice call.
He's way too close to the ropes.
Their lives into their hands. During that Hanson Warrior.
Fonzie calling it right, man. You see when Flair's shoulders were down. 1, 2.
They are giving
Yep. Yeah, he's in spot. I like him reffing. He's been doing a real good job, and not taking shit from Flair is awesome.
You never know what these men are going to do. You can have 250 pounds flying out over that top rope coming down at you in a matter of a heartbeat. So they're really doing an excellent job in this filming, and this is.
Oh, there was a receipt for one of the nose hits.
Well, taking a hard chop to the throat and chest. You can see the pain coming over his face right now, almost like he's stunned and doesn't know where he is.
Snap there now by Flair. Has Wahoo McDaniel back to the canvas again. And Flair having troubles with that leg, no question about it. We saw him.
Flair selling that leg.
Came down, Wahoo McDaniel.
I wonder if Wahoo's going to slap the figure 4 on Flair.
I mean, he's working that leg like he wants to.
From a toe hold now on that left leg.
Got a big ankle lock on right now.
Once again, twists the ankle, puts more pressure on those femoris muscles. McDaniel very definitely pressing this situation. Remember this match, 2 out of 3 falls.
Just kicked him off right there.
Whoop.
Like it was nothing.
Now let's watch Flair. He's got some problems. Definitely has problems with that leg, and now.
Yeah, Flair really selling that leg.
Chops. And it's Wahoo McDaniel chopping back. Flair's in Wahoo's backyard when it. Oh, good double leg dive.
Stacks him.
Got his foot up on the rope there, though. He's using that rope for extra. Not enough, though. Even with using his foot on the rope, not enough leverage to hold.
Oh, chops from the ground.
I thought that was going to be the first fall.
Wahoo McDaniel, for the last 10 years, has really become a legend. Very rarely does a man have the opportunity to achieve 2 spectacular professional careers, and Wahoo McDaniel has done exactly that.
Oof.
And it has taken a tremendous amount of self-sacrifice, drive.
All right, that series of chops right there is pretty brutal. Oh God.
The champion caught one. Ooh, right.
Man, they are just rocking the shit out of each other. I don't want to see either one of their chests when this is over.
Oh no, man! After
This
this
is-
entire day, my chest is sore.
This match has taken an.
The Wahoo's just leveling him with those knife edges.
Just constant beating and pounding. The human body is just.
Right to the floor through the ropes. Flair said, "I need a minute. Get the hell away from me."
Wahoo knows that he's got to beat Ric Flair, and that's what he's doing. He is going after him.
And it is Ric Flair smashing McDaniel's shoulder into that steel ring.
Right into the post, that shoulder.
I feel that maybe Flair can feel something that we can't, Mike, and that's that
Over the railing.
feels that Wahoo is getting
Wrenching that elbow.
to do something a bit desperate.
Well, he's going to have to do something real desperate, because if he goes out and just tries to wrestle a normal wrestling match, he won't beat Wahoo McDaniel. Wahoo is too tough. He doesn't feel pain the way normal people do, and Flair is going to have to get mean, and he's going to have to hurt him.
Flair with the armor in here.
All right, McDaniel now caught with a
Yeah, that was the arm. He just ran into the post and then wrapped around the guardrail. He's going to work that elbow and shoulder area.
Severe percussion into the steel ring post. And it is Flair utilizing now.
It's funny he wasn't working the right one. He was getting those right hands from Wahoo real heavy.
Joe Pedicino earlier, and Joe is talking about his folks, the winners from Atlanta, who are here at ringside tonight watching. Steve and Judy Sherry and Ralph.
Steps over, launches, wrenches into that armbar. Got great leverage on the hold. That's a fucking phenomenal hold. And making leverage with the rope.
Talking shit to the camera.
Flair unhappy about the camera in his face.
Yeah, you don't want him to catch you cheating right there.
Right?
The man with that camera better beware. Flair's not one to play with like that. It's like sticking your hand over the cage of a lion and saying, "Come on, smack me."
Yeah, you're exactly right. You know, we told you the burner was hot. Don't put your hand on it.
Right now, Ric Flair in complete control. using his weight, keeping Wahoo pinned to the mat, putting a lot of pressure on that shoulder, of which he has injured. It's hard to fight, or it's hard to wrestle. It's hard to do anything when you've got.
Yeah, he's got great positioning on that shoulder. He's in a great spot right now.
Ric Flair has wrestled injured before. Like I said earlier, this is no new game to Ric Flair. He knows exactly what he's doing.
But he gave up positioning. He's got him in the ribs.
He gave up positioning, but he was tightening down the ring. He had his hand locked in with the pinky and the thumb, and he was twerking the shit out of that torque.
It's got to come for Wahoo McDaniels because he has to defeat Ric Flair.
It's okay to give up positioning to do more damage, just not to let go.
Flair is using anything that he can do now to continue to punish that left arm. And as you had pointed out earlier on, you constantly...
All right, it goes right back to that arm bar.
Get that injured or...
You're going to roll him into a hammerlock, maybe? Yep. Yep, trying to cinch in for the hammerlock.
Oh, look, the pinky. He called it.
Most of
Oh!
of course, are larger than me, but...
Dude, that's just mean. That is mean.
That's nothing illegal either.
It's not. It's just mean.
It's mean, but it's legal.
And he will get that animal down and actually...
Joint manipulation is a thing, brother.
You've got to get on something and hang on to it.
And the pinky fingers especially. Man, I don't know what it is, but the pain you get from getting a wrenched pinky the wrong way in your joint, that is a special kind of fuckery.
Oh, he's going to shoot the half.
Keeps that arm in prison. Floats over
Goes a roll.
He kept the hammerlock, too. You see that?
Yeah, he's got him with the other arm wrapped around the back. It makes it both harder and easier to roll just the wrong way. But he's got to cinch the hammerlock even tighter to get rolled over that way.
Oh, wait.
Keeping that arm drawn under him. And Wahoo right now is in some serious trouble. He better come out of that. Best thing he could do is try to break.
All right, now that was a mistake. I don't know why he gave up the position he had there. That was fucking great.
Working on earlier, and at least got a breather. At least let that shoulder rest a little bit.
But unfortunately, that is not the case. And once again, it is Ric Flair. The
got him right back in position there.
Applying even more pressure.
Needs to step around him.
Well, it's easy for me to sit out here and say he should have done this and should have done that. When you're in that ring and it feels like you're about to have your arm pulled off your shoulder, you're not thinking all the time the way you should. So I'm sitting out here nice and fresh.
Yeah, Wahoo was doing real well early, but he's in fucking trouble now.
He should do this and he should do that. Well,
Flair's got him right where he wants him.
That liberty because it's not that easy.
He is trying to rip that arm out of the fucking socket.
So you do know what things have to be done, and some things have to become almost instinctive. But right now, it's
he's got that arm all the way backwards. His thumb is on the wrong side of his hand there.
Wahoo McDaniel and McDaniel.
Is he calling for the Brett? Okay.
As they say, in a world of
I think he was questioning it.
You can hear some of the fans, and of course...
Look at Flair's cocky-ass smile. He's like, I got you right where I want you now, boy.
Back this entire leg over the rope. That should force the break.
Daniels finally gets to the rope, make the break.
And it is McDaniel coming in.
He didn't even break.
Very slowly. Again over that ring rope, and again taking every advantage possible.
Oof.
And Flair now with some forearms into the chest of Wahoo McDaniel.
Oh. Big shots from Flair there. He's a little frustrated. He hasn't cinched this up by now.
Yeah, Wahoo's through playing too, though. He's got him by the hair.
Taking whatever advantage he feels necessary.
Oh, a headbutt to the freaking face.
Right in the nose. Dude, he's been chopping him in that whole forehead nose space all match.
But in a case like that, when you've got nothing else to lose, you do whatever you think you can to take that advantage.
Flair caught him coming in.
How many times do you think Wahoo McDaniels had his nose broken looking at that thing?
And it is Wahoo McDaniel open chops.
Oh, we're in easy double digits.
That has Flair back into those ropes.
Ooh. Fire flop. Oh, that's two.
Flair's eyes went blank.
God, he hits his forehead so hard on those too.
Not quite enough. He's beat on Flair.
Like no block whatsoever, just straight forehead.
Block right there, but Flair's still managing to get that shoulder up.
He's got that wrist lock in, and he's going for the pin at the same time. He's got the greatest leverage possible for a pin. But Flair's got his legs in the rope and calls for the break.
Yeah, way too close to the rope.
Oof. I mean, he broke all right, but I don't think that worked out well for you.
Right now, Wahoo's slow, determined, throwing those.
We've got a lot of
hard
patriotic
shots,
static here. That's nice.
Taking a little bit of energy, a little
Oh, we
bit
caught
of life
Wahoo
out of
coming
him.
in. Oh, shit.
Wahoo McDaniel
Those
came
big
from the
open
backyard
hands,
that
bro.
time, and Flair retaliates.
Those are
I
some
don't ever
mitts
think
if there
that
ever
Flair can't
were.
take it 'cause
He is ripping his whole chest apart. They both are. Both of them have been laying in hard all match.
Sleeper.
Sleeper.
This could be the first fall right here.
If Wahoo can get all the way behind him and get the leverage on, this is over.
Ric Flair, the NWA World Heavyweight Champion.
He's still a little bit to the side. He just needs to spin around into the back end. There we go. Oh, almost. Flair saw that shit coming. Was like, wait, wait, wait. Well, there we go.
Flair just keeping that shoulder up enough. Wahoo's arms are a little too big to get in on the neck.
Gonna get to the ropes.
Flair blocking
Oh,
it as
no.
well as he can. You can see it starting to take effect, though. He's starting to lose that strength. And he knows it. That's why he's going for the ropes. He knows that he's going out.
Oh, no. Good night, Flair.
Set in, but it was too late. It was too late. And Wahoo McDaniels has Flair in a sleeper and down, and Flair has been.
They got him.
That's 3.
He's got the first fall. He's got that first fall. That's so important in a match like this.
And this is looking bad for Flair going into the second one, getting choked the fuck to sleep.
Facts.
I mean, yeah, you got a minute to recuperate, but a minute is not great from out like a light.
All right, I'll tell you what. We've got a timeout here for the World Heavyweight Champion Ric Flair, who's unconscious at the moment.
I mean, it's nice that he got to sleep for a minute, but
I don't know if that's where I want to be right at that point in time. Is asleep with Wahoo with a 1-0 lead.
All right.
no.
To me,
No, that is bad news coming in for the second pin here.
It looks to me like Flair, and he's been hurt, is going to have to change his strategy.
This is real bad news.
That's right. The whole strategy of this match changes. Ric Flair has now fall down. He's got to come back. He's got to go after Wahoo McDaniels. He can't lay back.
Wahoo's got to be thinking.
He's got to be the
He's got to press the foot on the gas. Foot on the gas.
No, yeah, he's got to come out 100% running.
And Flair still staggering, still dazed.
If Flair gets a good sleeper, if Flair gets a good submission hold spot or gets a good rest spot here, he buys too much time. Danielson has to push the gas 100%.
With all the confidence in the world, the match has been in progress now 30 minutes. Wahoo's not breathing hard yet. He's in good shape, and he's ready for this match.
Flair watching him with.
It's just saying a lot about the big man.
He realizes
he says, "Get out of the way."
He's behind. So the champion trails one fall, misses, and catches Wahoo with a chop that time, catches him with another one.
Oh, Flair's getting aggressive here.
And,
Flair's desperate. He's a wounded animal in a corner, and Wahoo's a goddamn predator.
Going for that pinfall, not able to get it. But I'll tell you, I've seen matches won like that when the sleeper is used to the point of semi-unconsciousness. It takes a while to get your thoughts back again. A hard blow like that, a stunning shock, and it could have been.
Mike Graham for laying the track. I appreciate that.
That's facts. We were just saying it. That is not the position Flair wants to be in right now. That is danger space.
As Flair has to change his strategy.
I love how Gordon Soley's the only one getting a tag on throughout the entire show.
No, they give Graham a spot here and there.
Make sure that he doesn't make any
His name.
You know, that's exactly right. You can get on a high. You can be on top of the world and make a silly
Flair
mistake.
roll over.
Get that pinfall against you, and then you're right back to square one.
Just, yeah, barely.
Keeping the side headlock on the world
Sweet
champion Ric
tan
Flair.
line on
Flair, of course, in the red fronts. Wahoo McDaniel in the black. Referee Bill Alfonso watching him carefully.
At least there is one, homie. At least there is one.
Extremely active referee.
Yeah, no, I give him credit on that. Alfonso is absolutely doing a great job as a ref in this match.
Well, he always did. Fonzie was always a great referee.
Gets him back into the turnbuckle. That will force.
I mean, I felt like he was.
Flair, of course, using those ring ropes.
I felt like he was
turnbuckles,
very
everything to his
believable
advantage.
as a
He
referee.
knows that he was caught in a good hold. He is in some trouble. Figuring the only way he can to break it is to push Wahoo back into the ropes. Right now, Wahoo just pounding on him. Deliberate, slow,
laying
just
him
pounding
in.
the life out of him.
I fear for Flair's sternum in this match.
I'm actually shocked that it hasn't started to turn purple yet.
I'm 100% expect him to be bruised from fucking nipple to neck. Oh!
Oh! Sold it like a champ.
Jesus.
Boy, that's dangerous when you get knocked over like that backwards. That railing around the ring, you're falling.
I mean, in McDaniel's defense, you know, it's not my fault that my power threw him over the top rope. Oops. Oh, Flair with that single leg underneath.
Outside the ring, and then punishing that left leg on the ring apron itself. By the way, that's angle iron underneath the.
Now he's focusing on that leg. He wants to get those wheels taken out from under him so he can get that figure four and snatch that easy win.
I mean, he's got to do something. He's down one fall and his strap's on the line.
He can to try to take the advantage, using the ring posts, the ring ropes, the ring apron.
Yeah, getting that leg out from under him solves him for one or for 2 and 3. To be fair, it's a smart play. I don't know why he wasn't doing that from the get-go. He was definitely trying to work the arm early.
And it's Wahoo McDaniel. That left leg bothering him.
Yeah, it didn't seem to do him any good. He still got that sleeper hold on him.
His feet, and Flair closing in very quickly goes after that left leg again.
Flair can sense that he's
Right back to the leg he goes.
And you can bet he's not going to relax on it either. He's going to stay on that leg. He's going to keep that pressure on him.
Pulling that hamstring.
He knows all Wahoo has to do is get one more fall, and he is no longer the world's heavyweight champion.
Again, Flair going to the ring ropes.
Be real hard for Wahoo to get that extra pinfall if he can't walk around right.
Helpless to do much about it.
Oh,
Flair
got him.
drops the full weight of his body down across
Way
the
up.
side of Wahoo McDaniel. Then disdainfully just kicks the leg to one side.
Disrespectful.
And it's Flair behind his man, charges
Oh.
him. Flat of the foot and a chop into the throat. And so it is Flair again.
Pinpointing the knee. Here we go.
Absolutely.
Attitude, but I would think it is stemming from a bit of desperation.
Well, desperation and the aggressiveness
Count
to
him,
win.
Fonzie.
That's
Count
what it's
him.
all about.
Don't try and
In
break
every
him. Count him.
job,
Oh,
in
you're
every
right. He does
sport,
get
in
a
every
good voice
field,
spot.
you want to be the best. If you're not
Yep, there's
expected
one.
to be the best, if you're not
Ugh.
expected to step up that ladder, then
Flair just
you
picking
you
Wahoo
just
apart
don't
right
have
now.
it. And right now, Ric Flair
Wahoo
knows
rolling
that
out
Wahoo
to the floor to
McDaniel
buy him
is
some
not
time.
He says, now it's my turn for a minute.
One more fall. If he loses another fall, he's lost that
Coming back
heavyweight
in.
title.
Flair should catch him
And
coming
again,
in.
money is very important, but
I think Alfonso's keeping him out of the way for a minute.
athlete that is dedicated and trained, they know what pride is. They know what self-sacrifice is.
Drive the
to
knee.
diet, to exercise.
Shoulders
and
are
right
down,
here in the World
Fonzie.
Heavyweight title match, you're seeing two fine examples of that.
Shoulders are still down, Fonzie.
Toehold now by the NWA World Heavyweight Champion Ric Flair. Keeps punishing Wahoo McDaniel. And so Flair's new approach,
guess-
new strategy.
Okay.
At the moment
I guess
appears
all he
to be
needs to do is
successful.
move his neck. And get his
He's
neck
got
off the mat.
McDaniel in
He's all
trouble.
right.
I mean,
Now,
I
trying to
mean,
bring
I
added
don't.
encouragement to the challenger.
I see
Wahoo
it
McDaniel.
maybe
You
popping,
can hear them
barely.
now, the rumble starting.
I mean,
As they would like to
Barely?
see
Like,
Wahoo
they're down
McDaniel
now.
regain it. Open slaps across the face of Wahoo
Disrespectful.
yep, those open head slaps to the mouth. That's just absolute utter disrespect there from Flair.
Trying to get that
Here he
leg into the
goes.
Figure four. He's got it. He's got the figure four on Wahoo McDaniels.
We got it locked in the middle of the mat.
Figure four.
What's
Wahoo
going
is-
to happen here?
Wahoo
Shoulders are
could very
down.
well get his legs
Fonzie,
broken
shoulders are
because I know
down.
he
There we
won't give
go.
up.
2 count.
I know he won't give up. Right now, as big as Wahoo's legs are, he didn't quite get that one leg crossed at a 90-degree angle. He can't get the pressure on the leg the way he should be able to. That's very painful, but the short joint he's got stuck off there, it's going to be difficult to actually break the man's leg. He can put a lot of pressure on him. He can hurt the ankle, but if Wahoo can get in there, get into the rope at this time,
yeah, he's not quite as cinched in as he'd like, but he's cinched in enough.
Anything illegal. It's saving that leg.
Well, and he's also doing damage regardless.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. This is going to be a detrimental position for Wahoo going forward on these other two falls.
He's either got to reverse it or get in the ropes, because if he stays in this,
and Flair wants to ride this hold as long as he can, do as much damage, put as much pressure on that knee as possible. Absolutely keep Wahoo from rolling over right here would be detrimental to Flair.
Oh, we got him. Wahoo got it reversal, but it Flair's right by the ropes. Just hit that rope, Rick, and you're out.
Who feels that intense pain coursing through his body, and it's Flair who gives up the hold.
Oh, yeah, he was forced absolutely to let that shit go. But the damage was done. Daniels is fucked.
He taught a lot of wrestlers that hold, taught it to me. I've won a lot of matches with it, and you can tell when you put it on, you can tell
right
when
back
you
to
get
work
the man's
on it,
legs
too.
in there, just how good you've got it. And you can break a man's leg very easily with it, or just like that, you can
Wahoo up
terribly,
one fall
but you
to
won't make
none.
him quit.
Flair with his back against the wall here. NWA
Anytime you
Heavyweight
push the leg down to
Championship.
get that leverage, if you don't get that man's foot
And
almost
for
up
now,
on his
Flair
knee,
in
you can't
control.
get
Looks
the
like he's
pressure
trying to get
you
a second
need.
one here.
Right now, he's going into it again, just continuing to try to hurt him. But if you
Wahoo
don't get
blocking.
that leg down, you're not going to get the leverage it takes to
I mean, still doing damage here wrapped around that other leg, but unless he can get that leg down for pressure, it's not really effective.
Trouble, as long as Wahoo can keep that foot out there, he's getting it out now. Flair realizing that he's not going to be able to get it done from that position. Wahoo holding on.
Wahoo just snagged the ankle. Saved
himself.
Flair hammering down.
To
Zero fucks given. Woo!
Pounding away. And McDaniel on the canvas, shaking that head, trying to get those cobwebs free.
Yeah, that's absolute frustration on Flair right here.
Flair right back into a snapmare. Takes McDaniel off his feet again. And Flair hobbling a bit down into the
drives
head
the knee
of
across
Wahoo
the
McDaniel.
forehead of Wahoo.
That kind of a percussion may be a little bit more than the challenger can take.
Wahoo's head has been split open with severe punches and knees to the forehead. A human being's head just wasn't made to take that kind of pounding.
Oh.
And at Flair.
Flair almost fell.
On that leg.
Damn near.
And had to fall back and regroup.
He was absolutely wobbly with that first attempt.
You better get up off there. Better get that
Just a
hand
two
up.
here.
Getting that shoulder just off the mat. Of course, that's all it takes is just an inch, a quarter of an inch, just daylight between the shoulder and the mat, and that stops the count.
And it is Flair
Oh.
down across the head once again of Wahoo McDaniel.
Oh.
Got the shoulder up. Got the shoulder up. 1, 2, and again.
Bringing that head up, bringing that head and shoulder up. A lot of times, Gordon, you get so
Flair just
tired
said, "Fuck it,"
and you're so hurt that you
I'm
just
done.
can't
Don't try to
move.
pin you.
But he's moving enough
Yep.
to break that.
Yeah,
count.
on to
That's
something
all
else.
that
Haven't done enough damage yet. Here we go.
Suplex by Wahoo McDaniel.
Nice suplex. That looked like it took a lot for Flair to get that over.
Ric Flair always hooking the leg in control.
Count him, goddammit.
Yeah, Flair ain't fucking around.
Wahoo being able to get that shoulder blade up off the mat and save the count.
Flair absolutely getting pissed off. This is taking too long.
Man, though. He's big and strong, but Rick is
Abdominal stretch here. He had a hell of a time getting him under there.
Trying to wear him out. He knows that the time is counting down. He knows the time is counting down. He knows he's going to have to wear him
Flair
out.
needs to stand up a little straighter to cinch this in all the way.
Wahoo McDaniel withstanding a lot of pain and a lot of pressure.
There you go. Push that hip out and stand up straight.
Wahoo McDaniel trapped in that hold, and now
They're
you
putting on
can
a
hear
pretty goddamn
this
good
crowd
match here,
coming
dude.
alive as they are
Yeah, no, this is
in the
great.
corner of one Wahoo McDaniel.
This has been a solid match.
See him break free from this end. now do what could be considered almost the impossible thing.
Oh, yeah, he's really getting the work in there. That's the hella leverage.
Going down into almost a guillotine, a crossbody ride, trying to get
Smart.
Wahoo's shoulders down.
Smart by
Wahoo
Wahoo.
gets the ropes and breaks the count.
So Wahoo now utilizes
Great ring presence, saves his ass there.
Not at all. At this point in the match, Ric Flair's done everything he can do to try to win. He's used the ropes, the ring apron, the posts, and everything else. Wahoo saving himself right there, getting his leg in the ropes. There's nothing wrong with that.
Wahoo chopping back into the chest of Ric Flair. Flair firing with a tremendous...
The camera's all the way to the other side of the ring. You can still hear those open hands.
Wahoo, that one came from the backyard and staggers the champion. The champion's eyes crossing.
Almost 45 minutes into the match. 45 minutes of just...
Yeah, I think Flair feels like he got hit by a pickup truck.
And moving.
I mean,
I'm
telling you, bro, those are some ham hocks that are being thrown.
Hour matches, and when you're in there, you know you're getting tired, you know you're hurt, but you don't realize how long that time is. And sitting out here like we are, it seems like they've been in there for
Oh, shit. Yeah, that might not have been a great play by Flair there. Sheer mass alone in the middle of the ring with both of these men winded.
Sorry, John.
That's dangerous right before the second fall in a 2 out of 3 falls match. That can't be good.
Uh-oh.
This leaves... Oh, shit!
1, 2. Oh, you had a pin.
Questionable if he would have had him pinned, even if the referee was there. Flair was moving. His shoulders were up and down. He didn't have him pinned steady, but with that referee not being there, we just don't know. That could have been it.
Yeah, this is dangerous for Wahoo right here. He needs to get that ref back together, and he needs to keep this thing in the ring.
Referee Bill Alphonse.
That was a very slow count.
One fall apiece is indicated by...
But Flair needed that right there.
Yeah, he did.
Like,
he did. But now I don't know that either men really have it in them to go for this third one full strength. Like, they're both kind of fucked.
Checked the head of Wahoo McDaniel. That steel ring post had taken its toll, and McDaniel...
All right, I will be right back with you, sir. We got a few minutes left in this match. I will be fast.
Sure. And asked Wahoo if he wanted to do a
third
stop,
and final fall.
Obviously, the answer was absolutely not.
As long as
Battle
he
of
can
the
able
Belts
to breathe,
won,
he's not going to stop.
Waiting now for the bell to...
Flair and Wahoo, they have
third and
delivered
final
a
deciding fall
classic
of this
so
match.
far.
2 out of 3 falls. Each man holds 1 fall. 1 fall each. This is the third.
Wahoo said no man can beat him twice in one night. We're about to find out. Flair, knee to the midsection. He's going to hook him up for a suplex. Wahoo's going to put on the brakes. Counter. Float over.
Right now,
near fall.
Could be in more trouble than ever before, because you know when you get an animal hurt or you get a human being hurt, things come out of them that they normally wouldn't do. They respond differently. Their thinking is different. Wahoo McDaniel knows that he's hurt. He knows that he's going to have to win this match, and the only way he's going to be able to do it is by going after Ric Flair.
Wahoo almost got thrown
in a different manner than he has so far.
And Flair now hurdles him through the ropes and now takes him back. And this time...
Oh, it's Flair who eats the post this time.
Wahoo McDaniel jamming the head of Ric Flair into that steel ring post. And Flair taking a severe blow to the head.
Nope, you put on the brakes.
Fires away to the midsection. Wahoo McDaniel fires back at him.
Oh, ate it again. Wahoo post Flair twice.
But nonetheless.
Well, and he owes him 1 more to be fair.
Finally, Flair's, I think Flair's busted open now.
The sting of that steel on his head.
That's exactly what I was saying. Wahoo McDaniel has
that
tried
hair's
to
a
wrestle.
changing.
He's tried to do everything correctly. Ric Flair's the one that decided to take
he
it
going up there?
Over.
But when he tried it the second time, Wahoo had already been that route once. Got his
Nope,
leg up and
end of the floor.
left himself wide open.
They
and
are
believe me,
fucking going
anybody can run into
ham.
that post all the times they want to. That pole.
Wahoo knows he's only got,
it's going to break.
I don't know, 6 or 7 minutes left in this 1 hour time limit. I didn't think they were going to go an hour, John.
Chop into the throat of Flair, and Flair, the champion, in trouble.
I didn't think they were going to go an hour either, but here we go.
And Flair now
And it's been a quick hour.
imploring Wahoo.
Yeah, no, it hasn't seemed like an hour. It was fast.
McDaniel closes in once again. Flair, the
Wahoo
champion,
getting the
a lot of
crowd
breath.
behind him.
Breath coming in. That second win, Wahoo McDaniels, you can feel it. The people in the building can feel it.
Good God.
Got Flair
Big
hurt.
That
overhead.
chop came in from the next town over.
Sleeper.
He won the first fall with.
He's got the
He's
sleeper.
got him. If he can just hold him, if he can just hold him.
Do we get a repeat?
Question now is Ric Flair.
Flair's got it. He's in a bad
knows
spot.
What happened to him early on, and he has to feel darkness closing in. As Wahoo McDaniel
Got him
continues
with.
to
He got the
pressure
first fall with the
on
sleeper. Can Flair turn it?
trying to
No.
Twist his head, twist his body, get to those ring ropes, anything to break this hold. And Flair.
It worked once.
No, McDaniel's got a handful of the front of his hair. He's not twisted anywhere.
He's going down.
It's
He's
one.
beginning to fade. The arms of Morpheus closing. No, sir, he got the.
Nope.
Got that turnbuckle.
Oh, he got him.
Daniel not aware of the fact he had that sleeper hold on.
Gets the 3 count.
He was not going to give it up. I don't believe he was even aware of the fact he was probably.
Flair's out and gets the win, unconscious.
Wahoo was beaten twice in the same night.
But perhaps unknowingly defended his world title.
But I mean, Flair beat him unconscious. Flair got that second pin while unconscious.
Ring awareness.
The winner of 2 out of 3 falls and still NWA World Heavyweight Wrestling Champion.
There's the official.
Ric Flair.
They went to break and then came back
Well,
and
as
made
you
it
could hear
official.
by the crowd's response to that, they were not too pleased over.
Yeah, you can see everybody starting to filter out already.
I don't think Flair even realized what he had done when he got his foot up on that turnbuckle, but maybe we can take a look at it.
No, Flair
think
was
he got-
absolutely unconscious at the end of that match.
I think he also got his foot on the rope.
After, almost 55 minutes of wrestling, that Wahoo just knew he had him beat. He had won the first fall with it. Flair,
Let's see
his
if we can
head
get
was
a better
spinning
view
from being
here.
run into that post, losing blood quickly. You could see the strength going out
Got
of him.
1,
He knew then what he was
2.
doing, to push over
Flair
backwards,
says,
but
no,
he
no,
was
no.
almost out.
Absolutely pushes out of the corner.
I just wonder, we'll take a look at it again.
And yes, he does. He absolutely put his foot on the rope. He was on autopilot, dude. He wanted to make sure that if he was the one getting pinned, it was not about to count.
I wonder if it stunned him.
Absolute
He had
autopilot.
such a locked position around the neck of Ric Flair that he didn't release, but his own shoulders were down for the count.
That was a good
That too, he
fucking
was
main
stunned, I'm
event.
sure, but at this point, he
That
had
was
no idea he
probably
was
one of
being
the best
counted.
2 out of
He
3
was in
falls I've
control.
seen in a long
I'm
time.
gonna give that a 9.5. I mean, it's almost a 10
like we
for
said
me.
in that earlier
That was
match.
a really
when
good match.
Chavo and Hector Guerrero
I'll give it at least a 9, maybe a 9.5. I could see it.
But that was
I've
the
never
last
seen
two
anybody
weeks.
win a
But
match
then
unconscious
Wahoo
before.
was tired, he was hurt, he had won that first fall with a sleeper, and he just knew that he wasn't thinking about getting pinned. He lost
Never
his
ever
position.
have I seen someone, especially for a world title, win
Might not have even
unconscious.
realized that he was in a pinning position. That's a call that the referee made. It was the referee's decision. It could be.
All right, I'll tell you what. We'll be back to wrap up right after we pause.
Oh, they're all empty now.
Oh yeah, there's just the last little scragglers that want to see everybody come out.
10,000 disappointed fans, and I'm sure you are too.
What a
Wahoo.
show.
What's the
And the lights are on.
Well, John, I'm down, but I'm not out. I had my chance. Evidently, I didn't take good advantage of it, but I'll tell you one thing, Flair, I'll be back.
That's all from here.
That's all you got to say.
Yep.
That's all you got to say. Not a bad show, man.
Yeah, that was a hell of a match.
Did they go?
I liked it. I liked it, man. I've already switched us back over to the other screen.
Sort of.
What'd you think about it? For what you got to see of it?
I think it was great. I was watching the match. Even when I stepped away for a few minutes, I was keeping an eye on it. I think that match was great. I think the show was good. I know I missed the opening fight, but I think overall that show's a good solid 8.
Yeah, I'll drink to that, or agree with that. 'Cause I definitely think that it was better than I thought it was going to be. I'm gonna tell you something, that the opening tag match with the Guerreros was really good. I enjoyed what I got to see of the Rude Haynes match, and Wahoo Road Warriors and Hanson and Harley Race just beat the piss out of each other. And
I mean, there was definitely that.
Same can be said for Wahoo and Flair. They just fucking beat the crap out of each other. I'm totally.
It was different with Wahoo and Flair than it was with the Road Warriors and Race and Hanson, though. They were just brawling. The Wahoo McDaniels Flair fight was them actually fighting. That was a hell of a good bit there.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. I've been home for 6 hours, man. Why don't you take us home so I can get out of here for the day and all that good stuff. I enjoyed it.
Absolutely. Guys and gals, everybody that's been here today, we appreciate each and every one of you. We love sharing our passion for this industry, and Paige has been sharing it with you all freaking day. So, guys, don't forget, go down below, hit that little heart button if you have not already. And if you're catching this on YouTube later, if there is a YouTube later, don't forget, while you're down in the links, you can get to our Discord and get behind the curtain with us, share your wrestling stories and your wrestling loves with us so that we can check them out too. And while you're down there, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Drop those savage elbows right there on the ding bell so that you never miss a beat of every little bit thing we've got coming out from behind the curtain here with us. Guys and gals, we love each and every one of your faces. It has been a pleasure, as always. We'll see you again next time.